How you guys doing? Oh, did I freeze up there? Oh man. And of course, right off the hop, having some technical difficulties. Of course, it wouldn't be a good show if it wasn't having technical difficulties off the top, eh? There we go. Let's try that. So I just had to reset the camera. So how's everybody doing today? You need to go live to unlock the chat. Okay, well we are live, are we not? Tell me we are not. Dashboard. Let's go. Boom. Man, are we having a shit day? Let me try this again here. Let's get to this. Alright, so let's see if that will actually work this time. Man, so how's everybody doing today? Let me pull up the chat here for so that I can see what is going on here. Switch, go here. So that I can. Hey, Commander Vlogs, how you doing? You too. Okay, perfect. All right. There we go. Okay, so we're live. We are live. Let me bring this up. Perfect. Here we go. Enter live studio. Let's see what we can do. There we go. All right, so we got the chats up. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Everybody doing great? It's been a crazy, crazy day. Who we got in here? We got Seymour in here, Commander Vlogs in here. OU Mike, hey, how you doing? Vila, how you doing? Jason Brown, message retracted. I'm not doing good. I don't feel well. Home, are you guys? Dr. Putang, what's wrong with? What's that wrong, brother? Everything okay with you? Hope everything's good. Let's force quit that. I'm tired. Might last an hour, says Dev. Been a horrible day. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. It's been. I don't think I'm gonna be on too long tonight. Yeah. Anyways. I'm just going to. I got a few videos I'm going to throw up. A few things I want to talk about just quickly, and then probably wrap it up early tonight. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. Let's get rid of that. Let's pull this chat out. And of course, we got the little one. All right, there we go. So I got the chat in front of us now. I'm live right now. What's wrong? Okay. So, you want to say hi?
Sure.
All right, say hi to them.
Hi.
Did you have a good day?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so let me pull up some videos here. All right, you go get ready for bed, okay? And I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Love you. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Be a good girl. I'll be up there soon. So, everybody, let me just put this up on the screen here. So, everybody that that covered except for big tech. Big tech, they didn't get striked and taken down, but they did end up getting the video taken down. So, which was really weird to see and hear. Busy day for Wayne. It was a crazy day for me. Commander Vlogs, thank you very much for that. Right off the hop, the ice cream cone. Sweet, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it was a crazy day right off the hop. Finding out, like, it was kind of a slap in the face when I first got the strike, and you know, they give you a week timeout, shut you down for a week kind of deal. I was kind of like, what the hell? But then when I seen that they were doing it to everybody, it was like, wow, man, they're just going full out with this shit. So there's a lot of things. Here, let me see. Right Side News Broadcasting got taken down. Community strike and taken down for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So that means they already had a strike, for one strike from something. And they got taken down again for 2 weeks. Absolutely crazy. All because of covering the news of what is going on. Not promoting it, just showing what was being said. Keeping a record of it. You know, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. But the big company, big tech, like Fox News, stuff like that, they ended up getting the video taken down, but they didn't get a community strike. At least I don't think so anyways. Maybe they just got a warning. Who knows? I have no idea. But there was... Okay, hold on. Let me see. Where did I see that? They were talking about Texas is thinking... Or Texas is going to or did... I'm not sure if they're going to or did... They were going to make it illegal for big tech to censor. George Richard, I'm not sure what you said there. I didn't see it. Let me see if I can find it again. So big, I think it was in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I can't see if I can find it here. Wayne. Yeah, so they were either talking about it or they were going to make it. I'm not sure. Wayne, is that your uniform dress code for Wayne Live Inc? Hello? No, it's not. It's just what I had on that was in the studio here that was cold, warm. I asked for a sweater. My daughter brought me down a short sleeve, thin summer sweater. That was one. Then she came down and brought me another one, a nice thin summer sweater. Then she brought me a sweater, but it has Dickies on it, so that was a no-go. Then finally got a sweater, and the sweater I got on me. So now that we're done talking about my wardrobe, maybe I can find that video. If I can find that video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was big tech was going to, or Texas was going to make it illegal. I'm pretty sure they were going to make it illegal. Let me see. Maybe I was watching it. Where was that? Pelosi, no. Man, where is that? I can't remember where I seen it. I thought I saved it, but I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't save it. That sucks ass. So anyways, yeah, they were gonna make it illegal. Let's go. Let's see if I got it here. Inquiring Minds, Wayne. Yeah. That preacher or the pastor that went to jail for having church, his bail got denied, which was absolutely crazy. Constitution in question here. Pastor. Okay, yeah. Maybe it was on Fox News. I really want to find it for you guys. Nursing home. It was Texas. It was going to make it. Oh, okay. Let's play. We'll start with this. Let's bring this up on the screen here. What is going on here? I just noticed none of my other screens are working here. I've been having problems all freaking day. Okay, so that's up and running. That's up and running. And there. Okay. Let's try this again. Wow. Technical difficulty.
Remarkable event, but there was one moment that stuck out. Toward the beginning, President and the Speaker, Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi, appeared at something the other day called the Democratic Caucus Virtual Issues Conference. It was mostly an unremarkable event, but there was one moment that stuck out. Toward the beginning of it, Nancy Pelosi declared, unprompted, that her grandchildren no longer use the phrase open sesame.
We do not say open sesame. We say open Biden. That's our magic word. Open Biden. I love it.
What? Even the girl in the background kind of made a
word. Open Biden. I love it.
We don't say open sesame, we say open Biden. What does that mean? We have no idea. Waiting for a response from the Speaker's office. We'll bring it to you when we get it.
Open Biden. That's what she says with her grandkids and her kids. It's not open sesame, it's open Biden. Is that not the creepiest shit you've ever heard in your life? She's straight like batshit crazy. Open Biden. What? No, that's not right. She smashed. So true. So friggin' true. The COVID relief package. Any news on that yet? Altered COVID-19 nursing home toll. Yes, he did. All right, let's jump over here into Canada. Not much going on over there. She's definitely something. Okay, check this out. So that pasture. Check this out.
So bail was denied. The review application for the bail conditions were dismissed, and Pastor Coates could potentially remain behind bars for 2 more months until May, when his trial for breaching the public health orders finally winds its way through the court system. It is a dark day for religious freedom, but for all freedom, for charter rights. And I hope this decision today hangs like a millstone around the neck of our so-called conservative Premier Jason Kenney, one who once advocated for religious freedom. This is a blight on the justice system, what I saw here today.
Literally, keeping him inside a jail for an offense that doesn't hold any jail time for him. There's not even jail time for him, but they're holding him in jail for it. He's going to do jail time for his religious beliefs. How sickening is that? Hey, blind dude, how you doing? Lori, how you doing?
Sheila Gunn Reid for Rebel News, and I'm outside of the Edmonton Law Courts bringing you some very terrible news. Today was the second part of the bail review hearing for Pastor James Coates. So yesterday there was
Crazy.
arguments heard on the bail review for Pastor James Coates, and today the judge made his decision. And I will come back to a point I'd like to make about the bail review hearing, because some parts of it were secret. Now, going back historically to explain who and what Pastor James Coates is and how he ended up.
Yeah, he looks
in
like a
provincial
dangerous
custody
guy.
for more than 2 weeks now. Pastor
Wolf
James
Light,
Coates
how you doing
pastors
over on
Grace Light
Twitch?
Church west of Edmonton.
Nice to see you, bro.
That church has been full during the pandemic, full of congregants and worshipers and people who are finding their way to Christ and each other during the pandemic. The problem is church services and worship services
They're
in
open.
Alberta are limited to 15% of capacity. Church services also must require their congregants to social distance and wear masks. Well, Grace Light Church is doing none of that. They say it violates their religious freedom. That's not how they worship.
Can the Canadian
And
government
they
get
haven't had an
sued?
instance of coronavirus
They-
in
yeah,
the church,
but
and
it
they
never
have been
win.
full since at least the middle of the summer. So they have 6
Takes a
months
lot.
of historical data to say what we're doing
Takes a lot.
is not dangerous.
Hey guys,
That has not
please
stopped
share out the
provincial
stream.
authorities
YouTube
from
is
cracking down on Pastor James Coates. He has been given
YouTube's
a
not sharing out my
$1,200
stream nor giving
lockdown
out
ticket.
notifications.
The church
So
has been under nearly constant surveillance each and every week from RCMP and health officials. Pastor Coates was arrested in his office and released February 7th, and he was released on a condition that he did not sign, that he would not say church service the following week, so on the 14th. Well, he did, because that's his religious freedom, and this country still has charter rights. However,
wow.
Pastor James was then advised to turn himself in February 16th, and he has been held in maximum security provincial custody since then. And in fact, he spent the first 2 weeks of his provincial custody in basically solitary confinement. It's coronavirus quarantine that all provincial prisoners experience as part of their intake into the jail system. Yesterday,
Wow.
Pastor Coates' lawyer, James Kitchen of the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms, argued that Coates should be released. He's not a danger to the public. The worst he's going to do if you let him go is he's going to say service, and that, as we've seen from the data from the church, has caused no dangerous public health outcome.
Doesn't matter.
The
This is crazy.
Crown prosecutor, and let's talk about her for a little bit. The Crown prosecutor, we only know her as the public health prosecutor.
Wow.
We don't know her name because she is not giving her name because she says she's been receiving threats from the public because
So let me get this straight. She's being prosecuted by a girl that will not give her name. So she's being prosecuted. Get this. So the people in Canada right now, okay, I don't know about the United States. Well, actually, I kind of do. You have a right to know who's doing what to you. Especially you have a right to face your accuser and the whole 9 yards and all that other stuff, yada, yada, yada. Unless they're a CI, which they label everybody as CI, so then it wouldn't really matter anyways. So, but at the very least, you want to know who your prosecutor is. They're not even giving that out. They're not giving the prosecutor. Why? Because she's getting death threats? Really? You don't think that the judge gets death threats or anybody else gets death threats? Suck it up. If you want the job, that's what comes with it. Like, seriously, come on.
of her involvement in the persecution of a Christian pastor. Now, if that is indeed true, I mean, that's horrible. No one should receive death threats. But surely, she's a woman who works within the justice system. She has access to sheriffs, bailiffs, police. Pretty sure she knows how to get these people charged if she is experiencing threats. And we know the names of Crown prosecutors who are prosecuting mafia, gangsters, biker gangs, drug cartels. We know their names. But somehow, for this woman, Christians outraged that their pastor has been behind bars thanks to her for 2 weeks, well, that's a bridge too far for her.
Think about that. I paused that at a good time. So, a prosecutor can go on record, like she just said, for going against the cartel, drug lords, biker gangs, all these other people, crazy, right out crazy people, human traffickers. Prosecutors will give up their name and get out there and say their piece, but yet somebody that, like she just said, that pissed off Christians, ooh. So what are they gonna say next? That Christians are they're more dangerous than all those other people? Is that what they're implying there? We are all too boring. Wayne won't take calls no more. I'll take calls. Yes. But is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life? It's crazy.
I don't know. I'd like to see the evidence, and she should be forced to present some to justify her remaining a secret prosecutor. We don't have secret prosecutors in Canada. The whole point of our open court system is that we can see everybody involved, and it helps us maintain confidence in the fact that our justice system is fair. Well, keeping her secret does nothing to further
Someone
those
zoom
goals.
Wayne.
But getting back to the bail review. Now, the judge found today.
Why? What's going on up, blind dude? You want to? I'm missing what's going on in the chat here.
That there had been no error in law in keeping Pastor James behind bars since February 16th. He also found that there had been no error of the Justice of the Peace, who initially heard Pastor Coates' application for bail. Now, here's the thing. Pastor Coates was eligible for bail, and the Justice of the Peace on February 16th said that he could not justify Pastor Coates' detention, but that he would be released on an undertaking not to attend or conduct church services unless those church services comply with the public health orders that require
You think people
masking,
want a Zoom
social
call?
distancing,
All right.
and limiting the congregation, which is something that Pastor Coates, in good conscience, could not do, so he was shipped off to the maximum security remand center.
So long story short, he got denied bail today, and that was it. So what's going on? You guys, you want a Zoom call? Why? What's going on the Zoom call? What am I missing here? Give me a sec here. Let me see if I got that. What's going on in Zoom? Man, I've been super sad all week wondering what happened to you. Glad to find me. Yeah, well, the YouTube took me down for a week, so I should be back up on Monday. This is my backup channel. They won't let me post. They won't let me upload videos. They will not let me do nothing with my channel. Nothing at all. It's just dead in the water, just sitting there. I can change the channel art, which I tried to change it to basically say I'm over here. All right, so we got a new meeting. All right, let's see what join with computer audio. Yeah, okay, let's do that too. Using computer audio. Okay, so participants. Okay, let's invite. Copy link. There you go. Wayne, does Canada have anything like witness protection? And we do, but it's shit. Here, guys. So some of you want to jump into this here meeting, I guess. There you go. If the meeting gets out of hand and things get a little weird or whatever, I could tell you right now it's going to end real quick. Just so you know. One participant. All right. Don't worry, Wayne. I can't join Zoom. Why? Everybody just said put Zoom up. Well, I put it up. Why? Wayne, have you heard of the San Diego Zoo gave 9 primate monkeys the COVID vaccine? No, I did not hear that. It's going to end fast. Watch what, Wayne. Why is it going to end fast? I'm missing the chat here. I don't even know what everybody's talking about. So anyways, there's the link. My son is dancing around naked. Well, if he's dancing around naked, don't come into the chat. Not that I would give a shit. I have a 3-year-old that runs around naked in the house, but it's still. All right, let's see what we got here. Video settings, virtual background. All right, let's do this here. Look, I'm overlooking the bridge. Howdy, Glenn. Howdy, do. Okay, let's see. Is that even gonna work anymore? There we go. 2 participants. Okay, admit. There we go. I don't know who's coming in. Matt, how you doing? Just waiting for Matt to kick in here. How you doing there, Matt?
I'm doing good.
So where are you from, Matt? What's your screen name?
I'm Matt Thompson.
Oh, you're Matt Thompson. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I had the right person here. That's all.
Yeah, here in Los Angeles, just installed that Zoom, see how it works.
Nice.
I'm saving my looks for everybody.
You're saving your looks for everybody? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
So Matt, what's your take on everything that's going on in the world right now?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm watching that stock market, thinking don't put your money in it.
Yeah.
And yet my money's in it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not worried too much. I mean, things are pretty safe.
Yeah. So like, how long you been doing that?
About 2 years. A guy sat down next to me one day after my birthday and told me to buy some marijuana stock.
Yeah.
It was penny stock, so I held on to that stupid stock all up until about 3 weeks ago when it over doubled. That was special.
Nice.
So it's interesting to see that the people are doing games on the stock market, outsmarting everybody. It's a.
So did you come out good? Come out pretty good with it doubling up?
No, I sold it like literally the day before.
Oh.
I could, because it didn't go anywhere. It wasn't moving. I had it seen there for a year, and I'm like, let's do something with this money. And then I was like, that was a stupid move,
Yeah.
Where I moved, it wasn't much better. I stuck into the GameStop thing,
Yeah, exactly.
So
what
that's just kept it where it's at,
Yeah, nice. So what's your whole take on the QAnon theories and stuff like that?
Honestly, I could have sworn there was at least a QAnon person running something somewhere, because a lot of the information just seemed to be just seem to be hits. You'd say something one day, you watch something happen maybe 3 days later.
Yeah.
But when it started tapering off to where expectations weren't meeting what rumors might have been, you start wondering, how much of this QAnon is maybe just really fake,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's how I feel about the whole thing as well. I'm having a hard time now where it just seems to be one thing after another. It's just one excuse after another excuse to why something isn't happening when it's supposed to happen. Instead of it just, people just accepting the fact that maybe it's just not going to happen.
Yep.
That's
I feel
my
fortunate.
feeling.
I feel fortunate not preaching any QAnon things or anything like that.
Yeah.
I do find that there's a lot of, the 17th letter of the alphabet and the shapes of gardens and things like that. It is very interesting and intriguing.
Yeah.
We might find out if there was a code or something one day.
Absolutely.
But just not this week.
That's it. And that's the funny thing right now is that people want to hold on to hope so much, and they should. Don't get me wrong; they should have hope that things are going to get better and everything's going to turn out good. But putting your faith in the QAnon movement and stuff like that, I think is it's like almost like buying stock markets. You don't know what you're going to get one day to the next, and you don't know what's going to affect it one day to the next kind of deal. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, did you see any of those what do they call it? The deep fake videos of Tom Cruise that are driving the people crazy right now?
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy what they can do with CG stuff now and deep fake. Like it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
What was the? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking, that whole deep fake thing. Once I saw the Tom Cruise thing the other day where he's tripping and doing silly stuff, I was like, it's possible we could have been double had, and we'll never know it.
Yeah.
At this point. It's not something that I want to think of, but I do start thinking about all the commercials you see and little things like that. It's just kind of cheapens the experience,
Yeah, exactly. So here's my question: why do you think that all the troops are in DC right now? What's your take on that?
And it was with you when I started watching. I'd heard already rumors of Chinese troops in neighboring countries here, and then to hear it from you and even other people that were within the region, having pictures of people running down the street in the middle of nowhere and stuff, training or whatever.
Yep.
I think there's something that we're preparing for, and they really just don't want to tell us at all.
I think
what it is.
I think that's correct too. This is actually a pretty good time to announce again. So I've got reports again because I had no idea. We had no updates, no nothing. For a couple months, whenever I first announced that there was, things that were going on with our government in the way of, training the troops and stuff like that. We just got word again that they are here again. They're in the Edmonton area and I can't remember Edmonton and surrounding areas, but they estimate anywhere between 5,000 to 15,000 troops. From what they can gather. That's the people that are in that area that are talking to me right now. So that's a lot of troops to have.
Oh yeah.
In just on our soil, period. Especially when we're kind of like at odds with their government. But we have a lot of people don't realize this. We have an understanding and an agreement with China that basically their property and the stuff that they own here, we allowed them, I can't remember what act or what agreement it was, but we allowed them to be able to have military presence here to basically secure their assets and stuff. I'll have to try to find it and pull it up again. So my question is this is the first time I think in almost 3 months. I think somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was close to 3 months ago whenever I first said it, and I think it was about a month after that Rebel News did Freedom of Information, and then basically from that point it's when it got exposed that the troops were here, we were training the troops, the whole 9 yards. And then it was right after that I started talking about the fact that we had concentration camps and isolation camps that were coming up, and everybody thought I was kind of full of shit there, and then all of a sudden, boom, Rebel News released that as well. So it was like now I'm gonna say it again. We have troops here. We have anywhere between 5 to 15,000 troops here. And it's we don't know why they're here. Like I have no idea why they're here. We just know that there's a lot of people that are a lot of them that are here right now. So I'm going to be trying to dig into trying to find out more to why they're here. But it's scary, especially with all the stuff that's going on and the end date of whenever they want to pull the troops out of the capital and stuff like that. That's kind of scary because that's right around the corner. So if something's going to happen, it's going to happen very soon. Wow. What do we got? Danielle here. Bruce, hey Bruce, how you doing? You in here? Oh, Bruce's microphone's disabled.
I gotta switch over. I'll see you soon, Wayne.
All right, my man. You be good.
You too. Take care.
Matt Thompson.
Is that better?
Yes, there's Bruce. That was Matt Thompson. I was just talking to you guys.
I'm sorry.
So now we got Bruce. Bruce,
Yeah,
how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. So where are you from?
Montgomery, Alabama.
Montgomery, Alabama. How's things up there with you right now?
Well, the weather's really nice. Things are pretty open here. Honestly, if you go out and go about town, people are going about their business, doing normal things, work.
Yeah.
Everything seems pretty normal here. Back when all of the protests were going on, there was very little of that here. A couple of dozen people one time, I think.
Wow, eh? So it got to you, but it didn't last long, is what you're saying.
Yeah, this particular area, we like things to stay relaxed.
Yeah. So here's my my question. What's your whole take on the QAnon theory and stuff like that?
I'll be honest, I didn't go very deeply down that particular rabbit hole. When people start saying things over the internet, and then it gets spread and spread and spread and changed and modified, and
kind of like
nobody's willing to step forward and say, yes, I said that.
Yeah. Kind of like the whole telephone game we used to play as kids.
Right. It's funny you said that. When I was thinking earlier today that growing up, we had a party line.
Yeah.
And now we all have cell phones in our pocket with computers and video calls. Honestly, I'll go ahead and turn the video on. I don't mind people seeing what I look like. I got a little bit of glare here in the garage. The reason I didn't have the video on is because I will occasionally partake in an action that may not be legitimate in all areas.
I hear
personally, I'm 54, recovering from carotid artery surgery about a month ago.
Wow.
They said my heart was in fantastic shape. I just had stopped up arteries. So, doctor released me Wednesday to go back to work and do whatever I need to do again.
And you didn't test positive for COVID?
Oh, man, I've had that shit at least twice. And the thing is, you don't even know when you got it. You had a little sniffle one day, you feel bad one day, and then you're over it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're over it.
Yeah. See, it was...
Get them diapers off your face. All you're doing is holding bad shit next to your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. So the
reason I think it's a joke is I've been an automotive paint and body guy my entire life. I've had to wear dust masks of all different varieties, And the one thing I always noticed is that it always gets in.
Always. Yeah. It reduces it a little bit, but it always gets in there. It's just how it is. But I think that's not the point of the mask. I think the point of the mask is not to stop things from getting into your mouth. It's to stop stuff from going, because the average person, when you sneeze, goes out like 6 feet, right? So this way here, you sneeze, it gets dispersed, and it stays kind of in your own little area kind of deal. I think that's the whole problem.
And the containment, I agree. That containment is a good thing.
Yeah. So, but now they're wanting us to wear double masks. No, that's stupid.
And in
Biden my opinion,
started that before. When he went for his first inoculation, he was wearing double masks then.
I just don't understand why people that are getting vaccinated are still wearing masks. I'm not a professional, nor am I trying to pretend to be one, but it just doesn't make any sense. But I guess now the professionals are saying that if you can still get the virus and still transmit the virus, even if you have the vaccine, is what I think the professionals are saying. I'm gonna have to look it up again. I'm not gonna comment too much on that because I don't want to get hit for a medical thing here on YouTube.
Right.
Because
exactly. Anything I say is strictly an opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm more than willing to listen to the other side. I've always been a believer that you have to hear both sides of a story to get to the true story.
Absolutely. Unless you're big tech, then they only want you to hear the one side.
Well, what we've been fed through the media, I'll be honest, Wayne, I love what you're doing. Man, you rock, okay? I haven't been able to contribute much to the channel because I've been sick and I've had this surgery. My income's been severely limited. Not necessarily because of not because of the COVID, but because of being ill.
But that's where
I've been cleared to go back to work now. So
well, that's where you're wrong. You are contributing to the channel. You're here every night. You're interacting. You're talking. You're watching the content, even when it's boring as hell. So as far as I'm concerned, you're doing your part just by being here. The donations and stuff like that are good, but go ahead.
Sorry about that. I had a call trying to come in. Okay. Can I give a shout out to one of my buddies?
Sure, absolutely.
He's doing the right thing. He's in Daytona Beach right now at the Iron Horse Saloon.
Nice.
Broadcasting from his little headband booth that him and his wife travel around the country to all the different bike meets. His name is Mexi Phil. Mexifil. Y'all look him up. He rocks.
Mexi Hill. Perfect. Does he have a YouTube channel?
Mexi Phil on YouTube.
Nice. There you go, guys. Maybe we'll try to find his link afterwards and we'll post it up in the chat.
He's a good guy. He's got a lot of the same beliefs we do. He thinks there's something that we're not being told.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100% there's something. There's a shift in power. There's a shift in the government. There's something going on that is literally unprecedented. And I think we're all going to be kind of shocked when it comes out because I don't think it's anything that we're going to be expecting. What's the Zoom chat number? Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll put the.
I think you're completely right. I think it's going.
There you go. Yeah, that's just my opinion on it. Right now everything, and it's so blatantly obvious too. Like every time, like even Cuomo's thing right now, everybody was down on him for the way he handled the nursing homes and all the whole situation, everything. And now all of a sudden, just conveniently, here's all these sexual assault charges. Which it literally gets everybody's attention over the deaths of the people in the nursing home, which it shouldn't be that way, but it is like that, and it's kind of disgusting that people are getting sidetracked that easy that they're forgetting about the fact that this guy literally dropped the ball and hundreds, if not thousands, of people died because of the fact that he was fudging numbers and lying about stuff, and I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Well, I think his number's up, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he says he's not going to step down or step away, which is kind of weird because usually somebody that is in that much shit usually ends up resigning or walking away.
There's a mindset that's taught is that you are never a loser, you never quit. They might remove you, but you did not quit.
Exactly. And I think that's what I think that he's probably going with the same sentiment as that because right now, here, hold on, I gotta admit, we got Morris, the Saltykov coming in, King of Russia. Yeah, so yeah, that's my opinion on that. I think that they're hiding something. What are they hiding? I'm not sure, but there's definitely something strange going on because you don't have that many troops in D.C. They're literally stopping people from going up, basically going right up to the White House even. And I don't even know, has Biden still not done a public like one-on-one with the press yet? Has he done anything, or is it just those short?
He hasn't had any kind of a presidential press release yet.
Man, that's
where he actually stands up and takes questions.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's not going to.
Yeah. What's your take on it there, King of Russia?
So it seems normal to me.
Okay.
The liars lie, and the truth doesn't get told. And
well, hopefully that's what we can do here is get the truth out once we can figure it out. That is.
I haven't seen much different in the last 78 years that I've been alive. I mean, of course, we're going to have a stock market crash. That's inevitable. That's because we have Biden up there.
Yeah.
That's next.
Yeah.
Just have to remember, sell high, buy low. And
yeah.
Maybe now is the time to get out of it.
Yeah, I don't see the stocks going up. I think we're gonna have that I don't know. It's kind of like that roller coaster ride effect. The problem is the roller coaster keeps going up and down, but it's starting to get smaller. The ups are starting to get less up.
No, it's gone horizontal.
And it's
That's
not
what you call going horizontal.
Yeah, and it's not what it used to be.
Problem is the roller coaster keeps going up and down.
Okay. We got some feedback. Somebody's got a Bruce. Okay, Daniel.
Yeah, somebody does. It's not me.
Yeah, it's not me. I'm in the garage.
Okay, I think it was David. David, I think you got the browser still open when you turn your mic on. We got here Madison. Daniel Madison coming in. Let's see who we got here. Nope.
Oh, tilt down. What do you want me to tilt it down for?
You're a star in the face of the
All
sky.
you'll see is my shirt. I've got on my Q Punisher shirt. You're asking about Q. That's so funny.
What's
it's nice to put faces and voices with some of the people that we chat with and see in the chat.
Yeah, it is definitely.
Good to see you, Dev. Looking just as rough as ever.
There we go. Let's see if we can get David Young in here. David, if you have your browser open or whatever. Matt Thompson, if I go back on with the cam, I will.
Hey, everybody.
Fit.
Let's see if we can get David Young in here. David, if you have your browser open.
Yeah, you got to mute my stream.
If I go back on the cam, I will.
There, I'm gonna. Yeah, there you go, Dave. All right.
Can I bring up a topic that's probably dear to your heart, Wayne?
Sure.
What do you think about all of this school board, school closures? Should they be open?
That's a real hard question to answer because here's the thing. if you want to be, if I'll be completely honest with how I feel about that. I don't know enough information about what is going on when it comes to the virus and to the stuff that to make a decision whether or not it's one way or the next. Is it this? Is it that? Because the professionals that are telling us all the information we need to know about this are all lying. And everybody everybody that's came out and said, "Hey, listen, this is one way. This the virus is this, and this." They get silenced. Like those team of doctors that came out and said, "Listen, the virus isn't this," and then all of a sudden, boom, that happened. And then the doctors say, it's really bad. And then, so I don't know enough of what's going on to say yes, the kids should be at school, or no, they shouldn't be at school, because the people that are feeding us the only information we have on the virus have constantly lied to us numerous times over and over again. So to me personally, I keep my kids at home and homeschool them for one reason and one reason only. Until I got the full information to make an educated decision, then I just basically will keep them on the side of where I feel they're going to be safe, and that's at home right now. Just because, are they going to? If a lot of people think that the virus isn't real, and then what if they release something that is real? And what if the virus, people think it's not real, but it is real? And right now I'm just going based on the fact that I know for sure I can keep my kids home. I know for sure I can educate my kids just as well as in being in home or school. My job consists of basically working here and broadcasting to you guys and working at home. So I have the ability to spend hours and hours a day with my kids, thanks to everybody here. So therefore, because of the support and the love that I get from the viewers here, I'm able to keep my kids at home and have that time. As for everybody else, I won't give an opinion on what they should or shouldn't do. That's why I always tell people, talk to your professionals, your doctors, stuff like that, and see what's acceptable and what's not. So, right?
Right.
Did you want to go back to school?
I don't know if I trust them anymore either.
No, and that's the thing too, is seeing this pandemic has done one thing. It's exposed a lot of the corruption within our system, especially our education system. And I'm not sure if I want my kids to be exposed to that, because I exposed my kids to enough crap. I don't need a stranger filling their heads up with a bunch of crap. So we do our homeschooling, right?
At least if they're going to get history and science, it should be true history and true science.
100. I totally agree with you on that. And right now, the way the teachers and the way the people are going and stuff like that, they're weighing in on their own personal opinions on a lot of things, which I don't think that as educators that's their job, to give their opinion to kids. Their job is to educate them and teach them what 1 + 1 is and what the history is. Not one race of people is more better than another race of people. That's not. My kids don't need to be taught that. My kids need to be taught that everybody is equal, no matter what their color is, right?
We all walk the same streets. We all shop in the same stores, go to the same doctors, breathe the same air.
Exactly.
Travel the same highways.
Character over color, right?
Yes.
Boom.
Can I get my cell
We
phone
get hit by the same meteorite dust.
Exactly.
That's right.
All right.
Can I get my cell phone cover in camo?
You gonna make one in camo for him? Tell him to send an email and we'll get it going.
Already sent the email.
Okay. Oh yes. Yours was the G7 or
Stylo 5.
yes, that's it. Style 5. Remember the one I just showed you with the little pen on it? Yeah, that's his. So you're making that one for his tomorrow.
Like
And just let me know where to
Boom,
send a
yeah.
PayPal. I don't mind paying for it.
Oh, there we are.
Not a problem. All right, get ready for bed. I'll be up there in a bit.
There we go.
Love you. Goodbye.
camouflage. Bye.
I don't know what this other one
Good
is.
night.
I can see me now. I can see me now.
Yeah, I could see you too.
So what are you eating, Mars?
Teriyaki meat pie with over
Kathy,
rice,
hey, how you doing,
broccoli,
Kathy?
and spiced peaches. Wonderful stuff.
Sounds pretty good.
That's not.
Hey, oh, never mind.
It's just what they brought me. I get meals on wheels.
Yeah.
That's an awesome service, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they give that to seniors, don't they?
Well, I guess I am. Is 78 being a senior?
Yes, sir.
Well, I identify as 78, so I should get my Meals on Wheels.
You're nowhere close, Wayne. You've got a long way to go.
I won't make it to 78, that's for sure.
Yes, you will.
Oh, no.
I'm 54 myself. They tell me I need to put these things down.
Yeah. They always tell us what to do, but it's never the right thing.
Well, if
Some days,
what we're
sometimes.
seeing around the world is correct, it may not matter much.
No.
I actually cover a lot of different topics. I'm not really big on just politics. I look at natural stuff too, and the earthquakes and the volcanoes have spiked in the last month.
It's been crazy the amount. What is it? Wade's channel, great channel to go and check out.
Yeah.
He's got, you know, what that sun is burping out is absolutely crazy. And you know what? For all we know, that could be what they're getting ready for. Is they know that there's going to be some kind of natural disaster that's happening, and they're saying climate change and stuff like that. But it could be something else that we just don't know.
I agree. I mean, something caused the coldest weather in recorded history to hit South Texas.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of people that are messaging me telling me that there's a lot of activity and a lot of satellite imagery, a lot of activity around the HARP program, saying that they've been firing it up, they've been using it, they were doing this and that. And a lot of people don't understand, too, that China has they have it too. Like, they have these big facilities, and they're playing around with it just as much as we are over here in the West. It's that sun explodes. Well,
some things you probably shouldn't play with too much.
Well, that's, you know, I've always said that people are trying to play God with a lot of different things. And I think that, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to come back and it's going to bite us in the ass for playing around with these genetics and cloning and all this other stuff. I think that that's an area that we should not be touching and we should not be doing. Because what it does is it opens up the doorway to have these sick people pretending to be good get into those areas. And then the next thing you know, we got viruses floating around. We got stuff floating around. Like, these... I'm surprised somebody hasn't come up with an actual real zombie virus, you know, they haven't released something stupid like that yet. Like,
Wayne,
yeah,
think about this for a second. They want us all to get the vaccine, right?
yeah,
But don't give it to the kids, right?
yeah, exactly.
Now, if something was going to happen and you were going to start society over, you wouldn't want none of us old heads around.
That's right.
You would
No,
want the people you could train for the new society.
that's right. Well, and that's the other thing.
What if this vaccine is actually something that they can trigger into a zombie apocalypse for everybody that got the virus? The ones that didn't get the vaccine are the ones that get eaten, and they start with a clean slate.
You know what? It absolutely. It could
It'd be a
any
good book idea. It's
Well-
a fantastic book idea.
It would be a great movie idea. Here's the thing though with the vaccine, it's not an actual. What was it? Somebody was saying it was an RNA. Like, it actually attacks not attacks, but attaches to the DNA, and it blocks the protein spikes in COVID. Like,
That's supposed to be how it works.
yeah. Which, to me, that's all fine and dandy, but what's the long-term effect to that?
They don't know yet.
They don't know. That's the problem there. Like that right there kind of scares the shit right out of me, because your body goes through a DNA change. What is it? Every 6 years or 6 or 7 years, your body goes through a DNA change. Yeah. So to me, it's going to be like 6 years from now, everybody's going to turn into like friggin', having an extra ear or something, or maybe it won't even affect us. Maybe it'll be passed on to our kids. Who knows?
That's the bad part. It's something that they don't want to give the kids.
That's right.
And that makes me nervous.
They don't profit from zombie apocalypse. Well, they would profit from zombie apocalypse, because there's the Georgian guides. Is it the Georgian Guidestones say that we need to at least cut down our population by what is it like 500 million or something like that? I can't remember. What it was.
500 million. You got it.
Like that's absolutely crazy. Do the math on.
That's the United States and Canada.
No, that's worldwide.
Yeah, he said worldwide.
Like, that's crazy. 500 million people worldwide. Do you know what that would be like?
That's very, very thinly spread.
Holy smokes. That would be like you could. Fuck. It would suck.
That blows my theory out of the water, because there's more children than that.
Oh, for sure. For now. Because who knows what.
Don't get any meteorite dust on them.
We'll just crop dust them.
And Morris, I'm going to refer back to something you said earlier. You said that you really haven't noticed much change. I'm 54. I haven't been around quite as long as you, but what I did notice was that when our last president was in office doing his thing, it seemed like we had a whole lot more transparency, and that the people were a whole lot more engaged with him.
Yeah, but here I don't want people to get too pissed off of what I'm about to say, but I want people to just kind of keep an open mind and get it from two different sides. I'm going to play the enemy for just 2 seconds here. So
that's good. A debate's always good. It takes both sides.
So here's a theory that was brought up to me, and I was kind of sitting there thinking about it. What if? Yeah. So what if? Here's the what if part. Okay, what if the Donald Trump isn't who we thought he was?
I remember Harry Truman.
And I'll elaborate on that. Okay, I'll get into what I mean by that before people start saying, "Oh my God, Wayne's a traitor." Okay, so I'll elaborate what I mean on that. If the government came in and said, "Listen, we're gonna shut you down. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." Remember at the beginning of the pandemic, you guys were literally showing up at your city halls, literally with your gun, saying, "No, our businesses and our lives are essential."
Lost his voice again.
And you guys were like, no, our businesses are. We need to make money. We need to do this. We need to do that.
And then punching at this thing. Always gives me trouble when I do
Morris, and you guys were causing up a storm. Now here's the other thing.
There we go.
For them to implement the plan to break down your system.
I can't hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you. That's all I hear right now.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do too.
So here's the thing. For them to just come in and start putting gun rules and regulations and do this and do that, there was no way you guys would have done it. There's no way you guys would have agreed to it. Now, secondly, is what they needed to do was they needed to divide.
Anymore. I want you to put me back in touch with it.
I'm muting him for a minute. So, okay. Morris, if you can hear me, I muted you for a minute so I could finish my what I'm about to say. So, what they needed to do was they needed to cause a divide between the people in the nation. And they knew that just coming in and having a pandemic wasn't going to be one thing. They needed to cause a race war. They needed to do this. They needed to do that. What if
they had to divide the people?
They needed to divide the people, but to divide the people, you needed to have a leader on either side. And until Donald Trump, there was no real leader on both sides. There was always, politicians are shit. Politicians are shit. So there was like, oh, Bush is going to get in. Oh, Obama's going to get in. Oh, Hillary's going to get in. But everybody kind of was like, yeah, I like Hillary over... I like Hillary over this person, or I like the person of this over... Okay, Morris. Give me 1 second, buddy. So, if it didn't matter who got into...
Nah, it's not going to play. Okay,
So, Morris, I muted you again, Morris. We got 10 minutes here. So, what happened was, it didn't matter who got into power when it came to politicians, because they all belonged to this circle right here. And everybody knew that. Everybody knew that this was a small circle of people that pretended to fight each other and blah, 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 blah. But to cause a real divide in the nation, what they needed to do was get somebody that everybody knew, that everybody's seen as a strong individual. He's 6'4", a great businessman, speaks well, presents himself well. That's what we want. And boom, now you got a leader here. Then you got a leader here. Now you got true division between the people.
So what does that say about the fact that he actually changed from the Democratic Party?
Well, I think that it was...
Is it all an elaborate plan for the Democrats to take over the world?
It could have been. Like, this was something that was presented to me today. It could have been just something that was put in place, and because they're all part of they're all just pawns for the people that are at the very top that we don't get to see.
Yeah, we don't even know their name.
We don't even know who these people are. They're just at the very top of the...
They'll be one of the 500 million.
Exactly. So they're the people that are at the very top, and Donald Trump and all these people on the up here are just there for our entertainment purposes, to give us the feeling like we have the option to pick and choose. But at the end of the day, while we're picking and choosing here, the true people up here are the ones saying, "No, this is what's going to happen." Oh, the people want to give. They really like that person. Okay, give them that person then, and then they manipulate. Because if you look at it. Now we've realized that he's not a traitor, Wayne. Stop it. No. You see, that's what I'm saying, Ashley. I'm saying what was said to me today, and this is what was presented. I'm saying this is what was said to me. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so don't say that I'm saying that he's a traitor. I didn't say that. I'm saying this was what was presented to me. So. Don't put words in my mouth, Ashley. So, what happened was, according to this individual, was saying that everybody is this was all elaborate scam and a scheme to get people to divide down the middle, so that we would not have any kind of direction on where we're going, and people are starting to see that, no matter how many people voted for Donald Trump. The people at the top already made up their mind, and that was it. So, there's a lot of people now. There's a whole group of people that are saying that he could have done so many things differently, but he didn't do them. Why? Why didn't he do them that way? If there was so much fraud and there was all this stuff, how come things didn't go a different way? Now,
Wayne, since we're limited on time,
yeah,
can you elaborate just a little bit on the troop movements that you were discussing earlier? I'm a former Navy vet. I took an oath, and my oath will never expire. If I have to defend my country, I will. That makes me nervous hearing about troops in Canada.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to just finish. Kathy Waters says, I know, Wayne, I have the same thing only in my mind. Well, here's the thing. That's why a lot of people get mad at me on a day-to-day basis, is because I'll blurt out what people are thinking. And people are like, shit. Fuck you, Wayne. But, man, I was thinking about that just this morning.
Yep.
I'll be that guy. I'll be that guy to say that shit. But I appreciate what you're saying. And Ashley, I'm not trying to piss you off by saying Trump's a traitor. I never said Trump's a traitor. I never said any of that thing. All I'm saying is I think that there's a bigger thing in play that we don't know of. That's what I'm saying. As for the troops in here, I think there's something big going on, because you don't have that many Chinese troops here on our soil, especially in the state that North America is in right now. And I can't remember if he was.
Russia's way too close.
Listen, the world is round. Okay, people. Some people think it's flat. I think it's round. Okay.
I know it's round.
Okay. So if you look at it from a round point of view, okay. Now, I'm not trying to piss any flat earthers off, but if you look at it from a round point of view, to get from here to here, it might be 18 hours, but to go from here to here, it's only a 4-hour flight to come up through the Antarctica. If you come from Russia and China and you come over the other way, it's only a 5-6 hour flight at max. Maybe a 3-hour flight for the fighter jets. You know,
if you fly to Europe, you fly a loop. You don't fly a straight line.
That's right. That's right. So you think about the world as being round. Yeah, it might take 18 hours to go from here to here, but from here to here, which is like right next door, it's only a span this big on the map. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, the map has a way of shrinking the world,
but you get my point, though. Like,
I do.
People are like, "Oh, it's all the way over there," but when you get around it, it turns out it's like right here.
I can't see the chat. I'm actually on my cell phone doing the Zoom. So if Lori's in the room, tell her to get one ready. I've already got mine loaded.
There you go, Lori. Lori's, haven't seen her.
She's usually there somewhere.
The Chinese are going to annex Canada. No, I don't. Maybe they are. Who knows? I have no idea what our government is even doing here. Our own government and the people in our government don't even know what's going on. So it's one of those crazy things here. We got 3 minutes and 30 seconds and counting before the Zoom call ends. So, Matt, Danielle, there you go. Is he there?
Maybe.
Blind Dude Wayne is Canadian. Blind Dude, yes. You already knew that. Ashley, Mike Hart, at what point do you fall off Earth? Listen, I'm not trying to piss off any flat earthers. I've already pissed off Ashley, so that's good enough for tonight. So I'm gonna back off on my on some of the comments there. But
I'm not sure how far you have to go, Ashley, but I traveled 18,000 miles one time trying, and I never did find the edge.
I will say this, though. I think the Earth is bigger than they say it is. I do think it's bigger.
I know it's a lot bigger when you start trying to go around it than you think it is.
You're freaking right. I think the Earth is bigger than they say it is. That I agree with. It's a small world. It is small now thanks to technology. George says, thanks for years of service, brother. Please let him know, Wayne. No.
Thank you. I didn't do it for me. I did it for the flag. I did it for our country. I did it for the fact that people can actually express their opinions and hopefully have them heard fairly.
Spicy Peach says they know where the edge is.
Oh, wow. I sure would like to see it.
I know where
I want to know where the water goes.
Whew. What we got here? Not a flat earth. LOL was making a joke. Yeah, right, Hart. You're a flat earther. That's it.
What do you think about the pyramids, Wayne?
They're pointy. I think there were power sources.
I believe that.
I believe they were a form of power sources back in the day. That's again, I'm just going on what other professionals are saying and what they're finding in material and the way the channels and everything else works in those buildings or in the pyramids. I think they were power plants back in the day, kind of deal.
Yeah, and I think that if they were actually tombs, that came after.
Yeah.
That somebody says, "Oh man, I wouldn't mind. You can put me in there."
Well, I want to know.
Let's cover it in white limestone where we can see it for a long, long way.
Yeah, exactly. We got less than a minute. It's going to cut us off. So if it cuts us off, thanks for joining me there, Bruce. I really appreciate you coming on there tonight.
I'll do it again anytime, but I'm still kind of sitting around, so I follow you pretty closely.
Sounds good. I think what we'll probably end up doing is we're going to do a lot more stuff like this too. And if it catches on and people like doing what we're like doing this kind of stuff, then what I'll do is I'll end up getting the upgraded where we're not limited to time and stuff. So. But I think
how was the audio and video from my end? Okay.
Oh, it's great. Underneath your hat from here to here, though, it's kind of but we'll get past that. There, of course, I end up, I end up literally. Look at guys, just so you guys know. Look, I didn't shut it off. It literally says your meeting. Just as I give him, like, I'm joking around about his looks, and then I shut it off. It literally shuts off before he can answer back. Matt, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean that. Well, I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault, but that was some bad timing. That was some bad timing. Oh, basic insult the guy, then dump him. I can make another meeting here. Let's see. Will it let me? Yeah, I could do another meeting if he wants to come on again. Insult the guy. Pump and dump on Wayne. Hold on. Let me. Fuck. That was not right. Hold on. Can I get another meeting up here? Will it let me? There. How much is the pro version of it a month? I don't know. No, let me see. Close. I have no idea. Oops. Let me see. So the pro version per month. Well, shit, I didn't even know. Cheating contacts, go meetings. It doesn't say. I don't even know where to go to upgrade it. No idea. Hold on here. There's a link, Matt. If you're there, if you wanna get back on and yell at me there, you can. There's the. I'm just trying to see. I have no idea where it even is. Security. Where would you go to even see what the pro version is worth? I have no idea. Weird. It doesn't even say. It must. It's $149 per year. Fuck that. End meetings for all. Okay, I'm just gonna end it. Oh, I think this is where you would do it. Profile. Change my subscription. I don't know. Plans and pricing. Free. Yeah, free looks good. Yeah, it's $200 a year for Canadian dollars. Look at that. That's crazy. I think the free is good. Group meetings, host up to 100 participants. Group meetings for 40 minutes. Unlimited one-on-one meetings. So if I'm doing a one-on-one meeting, it's unlimited. If I'm doing a group meeting, which is what I was doing, then it's 40 minutes. So I'll just have to figure out how to do one-on-one meetings. That's all. I'll just figure out how to do a one-on-one. Discord. I have Discord in here. I do have Discord. Let me see. Discord. Or did I remove it? I think I removed Discord. Somebody told me there was security issues, and I think I removed it. Oh no, I got it right here. No, I don't. No, I removed it. Yeah, somebody said there was security things. I remember back in the day, and I ended up moving it. Wayne, you know China Joe? He can't think either. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll figure out how to do the Zoom meetings one-on-one. That's all. I'm not paying that kind of money for. We don't do enough of it to justify it. So new meeting, join, schedule, share, screen. So if I were to do join with computer. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'll figure out how to do. I'll figure out how to do a one-on-one, and then that way there I just share it with you guys one-on-one. Then a 40-minute group chat and once a week it's not bad either. I think it's not bad. Personal meeting. Generate. Okay, personal. Okay. Yeah, so I could just do personal. I could do a one-on-one. That's all. All right, so let me get what do we got here? So we had a big drop there. What was the stream bit rate? Dropped right down. Hey guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please consider hitting the thumbs up button. Even if you don't like me or the stream, please hit it. And I was only joking there, Ashley. I seen your message a while ago. I know I didn't piss you off. Well, I don't know 100%, but where? 570 thumbs down. That's it. You're out of here. That's it. Time out. Where is it? Hey kids, who is not playing nice with Seymour? Nice to have some laughs for a while. Absolutely, Ashley. Thank you very much for that donation. Ashley, you could have just put it in cap lock. She didn't have to drop the donation. I really appreciate the donation, and it helps out tremendously. Don't get me wrong, and I really appreciate it, but you do so much as it is. Like, you're crazy. You're crazy. In a good way. Good crazy. What do we got here? What do we got? 5 hours go 5 towards Biden border security as okay, yeah. Aside towards COVID-19 nursing deaths, debates, relief package. What was did anything come from the Senate reaches deal to move forward with COVID relief bill?
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Chad Pergram live on Capitol Hill. The Senate in a stall over a COVID relief bill since this morning, but there now appears to be an agreement between Democratic leaders and Joe Manchin of West Virginia. Manchin has held out since morning for a deal on unemployment benefits. And if there's any question as to who is the most powerful figure in Washington, look to Joe Manchin. Manchin has agreed to an extra $300 of unemployment benefits through September. Democrats and President Biden need Manchin's vote to pass the bill. Biden backs this agreement. But potential changes could be a problem in the House if the bill tilts away from liberal priorities.
Wow.
The Senate also appears to have rejected a plan to establish a $15 an hour national wage standard. Democrats lack the votes to override Senate rules. I'm Chad Pergram on Capitol Hill. Now, back to Hannah.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. That's some craziness. Stall vote 9 votes short. Yeah. What the fuck's that about? I don't understand that. Should Cuomo aside should go to jail? Should he go to jail?
Not yet known in what critics have called a months-long effort by the governor and his aides to obscure the full scope of nursing home deaths. Then comes the AG report, and not 6,000, not 9,000, but 15,000 died, who were put to hospitals, brought back into nursing homes. He has everybody but himself to blame. For example,
they want to say that the March 25th order brought COVID, is how COVID went into the nursing homes. Now, they coincidentally leave out that the March 25th order was done after guidance by Trump's CDC and CMS.
COVID
Oh my God,
did not get into the nursing homes by people coming from hospitals.
Did he just blame that on Trump? Is he doing the blame game? Guys, is that what he's doing here? You guys would know more. So, is somebody paying attention to this shit more than I am? Did he just blame the Trump? Wow.
COVID got into the nursing homes by staff walking into the nursing home. If you think there was a mistake, then go talk to the federal government. Why COVID? Why did God do this? But who cares? 33, 28, died in a hospital, died in a nursing home. They died.
Who cares?
unbelievable, and those callous remarks just ring around this country, not just in New York State. Who cares? They died. We actually think that Governor Cuomo was going to explain to us why God did this. A person who's been there every step of the way. Sadly, she lost both her in-laws to the coronavirus in nursing homes within weeks of each other. Janice Dean joins us now. Janice, this story moved substantially overnight. What for you is the most grievous revelation?
We knew that he was covering up the numbers, and now we're getting more and more information and facts that this is true.
Copper,
and the
good
fact
night.
that Melissa DeRosa, his top aide, was in on it to help cover up the numbers, to downplay them. She was the one in that Democratic lawmaker meeting behind closed doors, apologizing to Democratic lawmakers. I'm so sorry we kept this information from you. We were afraid of the DOJ investigation. They have never apologized to the families, 15,000 families that deserve an apology. The only
15,000 people? Wow. I don't care how many friggin' people or women he touches, that's not going to be enough to distract away from that. That's crazy.
only thing this governor is going to be sorry for is the fact that he got caught. And you know what? He needs to go to jail, and all of those around him. There is no ifs, ands, or buts here.
Wow.
I understand your frustration, and I completely get where you're coming from. Janice, as you think back a year ago when the numbers started going, and then, you know, over a couple of months, then it became kind of a Trump versus Cuomo, where the media said, okay, Trump's doing everything wrong, and Cuomo's doing everything right. And so when this actual number, the actual number was 10,000, but at probably his direction, his aide said, we'll make it 6,400 just so that it seems better. It is terrible if politics came into this just to make the president look bad or whatever. But nonetheless, the deception at this level is absolutely unforgivable.
Absolutely. We still don't know why the governor didn't use the facilities provided by the federal government, the Comfort Ship, the Javits Center, the makeshift hospitals. Those are things I think need to be investigated. There is a federal investigation right now. There is an FBI investigation. And the curious thing is the governor has lawyered up. Not for the Me Too stuff, which, by the way, is disgusting and he should be punished for, but for the nursing home problem. So what needs to happen today? Lawmakers in Albany need to start the process of impeachment.
I think they're working on that. There's a group of bipartisan individuals, lawmakers. They're calling for him either to step down or impeachment. How did we learn the latest information, Janice? Do you know? Because these top advisors to Cuomo, they were pushing, according to reports, the health officials to rewrite the death reports when it comes to nursing homes. Are the health officials speaking about this? How did we get this information?
Well, I think it's interesting that 9 of Cuomo's top health officials
Copperhead, exactly.
quit. We got that information a couple of weeks ago. So perhaps one of those health officials that was producing science to the governor and saying, hey, not a good idea to put infected patients into nursing homes, maybe they were the ones that are coming forward. And I appreciate all those that are coming forward, but we need an independent, bipartisan investigation with subpoena power now, because I think the evidence will prove that this governor, his administration, are all guilty of covering up the numbers and putting infected patients into nursing homes.
As we look forward to see what's next.
Wow.
You don't see the governor said anything. You see staffers did this. Unless these staffers are going to flip, I could see he's going to do the same thing he did with that Buffalo project where we lost billions of dollars and one of his best friends went to jail. Now you have Linda Lacewell, Melissa DeRosa, Jim Maltros, a former top advisor, all were telling that took the health report and changed it. It doesn't say Governor Cuomo changed it, and you know he's not going to step up. I could actually see him going, yeah, I didn't know why my staff did that. Nothing to do with your book you wanted to come out, where you made yourself a pandemic hero right before the second wave, slapped your shutdown city, and stayed again. So keep your eye on that. So, Janice, you're all over this? Go ahead. Would you?
No, the bottom line is as well, promoting that book and making money off of COVID and our dead loved ones. Disgusting, corrupt, and it needs to be investigated.
Wow. I had no idea. That it was 15,000 people. That is absolutely crazy. That's crazy. It will go like Hunter's investigation. Yeah, probably. To keep me away from you. What was that? Wow, snowed in. Nice here. Forgot about snow for a second to keep me away from you. Spicy peach? Wow. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I had no idea that it was that many people. Like, I remember when this pandemic was at the beginning of this pandemic, it was like the end. It was like they had the ship. They had they had everything. Wow, that is crazy.
President
Oh, yeah. Requires meeting with Biden over... Oh, look at this. All right,
joining us now with more is House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, who has just formally requested to meet with the president and the Biden administration over this worsening crisis at the border. Okay, you've heard from Tom Homan. We've been reporting and showing video all week, Congressman.
Spice
and I gotta
Beach,
tell
okay,
you something.
I understand.
It's, from what we're seeing and hearing and showing, it's the worst it's ever been.
You're exactly correct, and this Biden administration cannot ignore what they ignited.
You got what is it? Exactly. He's the only one that got caught. He got caught. You're absolutely right. So if he was doing it, how many more were doing it? And if how many more were doing it, how many had the power to influence where we are right now? I'm really curious to see what happens in the states that are opening up right now and saying no mask mandates. I want to see, now that they've all pretty much opened up, what's going to happen. Then tonight, adding clients to new software and hit the maximum limit of contacts. It was time to go home. Wow. That was from Mal from Twitch.
Crisis at this border. Weak policies from a weak administration. I've requested as the Republican leader to sit down with the president to talk about this crisis. They have to acknowledge of what they created. It is simply within 2 months, their actions creating a crisis on the border which only harms the health of all Americans. They are moving these individuals in. They are encouraging. The DHS secretary has encouraged people to come. He says, we're not saying not to come, just don't come right now. Going against the actual law of America, but moving them in a world of COVID right now with no testing, putting them throughout this country when our schools can't even open up.
I mean, you're making a great point, and you see that now they're allowing 100% capacity. That means it's impossible to have social distancing. We had 108 people now testing positive for COVID. Then they're now moving and allowing, again, it's catch and release. Okay, you catch them, you process them, they get a court date. We know from history they're never going to show up on the court date. Okay, so basically then they'll be part of the amnesty of Joe Biden, which he's now promising, which is now serving as a magnet for people around the world to go through the perilous journey, dangerous journey with young kids to make it to the U.S., thinking that Joe's given them amnesty and citizenship.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It doesn't matter the records that are being broken right now. Could you only imagine the number of people who are going to be next month and the month after? The millions of people who will be down there? Instead of being checked for asylum while you sit in another country, even though you passed 2 other countries to get here, Joe Biden has now said, come on in, open the door. He stopped finishing the wall. So I've talked to many of my members, Yvette Harold of New Mexico. She has a constituent right on the border that they stopped building the wall. Now they have the fear of what the cartel is doing and others. This makes it unsafe, not just for individuals that are being trafficked and others that you get the reports about the children, but now we've got drugs moving across. We got
lots of stuff going across. I want to put this up quickly here. I'm just going to put this up quickly so you guys can check this out. I just got to go and put my kid to bed. My 3-year-old just got up. Just give me 1 second.
The church is singled out. They have an opportunity to gather if they want to eat, if they want to drink, but they can't they can't gather if they want to worship, regardless of what they believe in. I don't care about that. But you should be able to at least have the same rights that a bar or a restaurant has, at least in my opinion.
If restaurants are open, ski hills are open, and gyms are open, like my gym that I go to, it's packed. The Grouse Mountain is packed. So it's not fair.
Drea Humphrey here with Rebel News. My 2nd day in a row in front of the Vancouver Law Court. I have been reporting on the petition that was brought forward by the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms. That is a matter of freedom of religion. 3 churches are challenging the health orders for the right to open, as well as a matter of peaceful assembly, which is the right to peacefully protest. That's taking place in front of the courthouse. And behind me here, we have a perfect example of the right to peacefully gather and assembly in protest. What's happening here is, unlike yesterday when 2 different protests ended up being told they were allowed to be here in the same place at the same time. One was the protest regarding the pipeline arrest that took place in Vancouver here, and then the other was what I already spoke to you about regarding the petition. The 2 groups came together and they actually worked it out. There was a little bit of friction at first, and then there was a moment of solidarity that was quite beautiful, where they shared the mic, they shared why they were there, and even some of the protesters for the pipeline actually received prayer as well from one of the pastors that were here today. So you can check out our full coverage on that protest and what's happening with the case at rebelnews.com. But today, it's kind of a different story. Before we got here, there was apparently a little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving, and the two sides seem to be more divided. Actually, there's police dividing them in the center. So I figured it would be a good time, since we're not on social media, we're here in person, to talk to each other about each other's points of view. We'll ask the pipeline protesters what they think about what the other people are protesting for, and vice versa. Let's have a look. Right, Roxanne, it's good to talk to somebody and get a better understanding about what's going on. We have two protests going on. Tell us a little bit about why you're here.
So why I'm here is to support Stacy. My husband is Will George, and we've been working to stop the Trans Mountain Pipeline and protect our salmon and the things that have sustained us for many generations. I'm really disheartened by the decision today to sentence Stacy to jail for 90 days because there are certain protocols in place with COVID that say if they're facing anywhere less than 9 months to find other ways to go about sentencing. So I'm just really disheartened by that and their decision, and what Stacy was doing on the mountain was supporting youth, was supporting elders, was supporting people. So he wasn't doing anything malicious. He was there just with his ceremonial tools to help uplift the people. So we're still being prosecuted for prayer, essentially, with this decision today.
Hi guys, how are you? Hi. Just asking questions if you want to raise awareness about what the cause is.
Well, I feel uncomfortable as a white person talking to, taking the microphone, so I prefer to let somebody talk. Alfred.
No? Don't want to help raise awareness to why you're here? Did you want to speak on about what the other protesters are here for? This is quite awkward. How about you? Would you like to help raise awareness to why you guys are here?
4,000 bad reactions.
Well, there must be something about me, my face, my voice, I'm not sure, that makes me too scary to talk to. We're not getting much answers. It doesn't seem like there's a spokesperson. There was one lady who was willing to speak, but because of the color of her skin, she didn't feel like she had the right to do so. So instead, we'll see if there's anybody walking by who's willing to share their opinion about what is taking place inside of the law courts right now. The matter of 3 Fraser Valley churches that have been open, in contrast to public health orders, but with a COVID-19 safety plan in place and with no cases of COVID being linked to them, have come forward to ask for their right to remain open. So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, I go to the gym and I go to Grouse and they're open. I'm not religious, but I think that they should be heard too. You know, if we're allowed to go to the gym and we're allowed to go to Grouse Mountain, you know, churches should also be allowed, providing they follow the protocols and that kind of stuff, you know, and if there's a problem, then they should be shut down.
Well, I think that the government doesn't oversee or oversee the rights of the citizens. If they want to gather and they want to worship, regardless of who or what they worship, I think that opportunity should exist for them, and I don't think that the government should have the rights to overrule the people in their right to worship.
So,
all right, he's back now.
I know it's all about social distancing and
I just want to say something quickly here. I want to go back to what that girl had just said. Did I hear that correctly? She didn't feel like she had the right to be able to speak about what was going on at that protest based on the fact that she wasn't the right color? Did I hear that right? Because if that's the case, if that's what where the world's coming to, man, people are going to end up getting, like, people need to give their head a shake. Now all of a sudden you're not the right color to speak? Like, that's what the fuck is that? You might have some strong coffee. I couldn't put those hours in. Glad you're able to keep busy during these times. Money never sleeps. Wolf Light. Who are you talking to, Wolf? Man. I don't understand. She was being... No, the girl... No. She wasn't being sarcastic. No, the girl. This girl right here. Hold on, let me rewind it that. This girl right here. This woman right here tells her she would speak, but she's not the right color. Let me get somebody that is. Watch.
Taking the microphone, so I prefer to let somebody talk. Alfred.
How are you? Hi. Just asking questions if you want to raise awareness about what the cause is.
Well, I feel uncomfortable as a white person taking the microphone, so I prefer to let somebody talk. Alfred.
I feel uncomfortable as a white person not be talking. Hey, Alfred, or whatever his name is, can you come and talk? Really? So, like, that's not, like, that's what I'm talking about right there. She said, I don't feel comfortable as a white person talking. Can I get somebody else? So, this is bullshit. That's bullshit. You should be able to talk and say whatever you want to say. Syrian chat. Okay, well, if I hear you.
I know it's all about social distancing and everything, but at the same time, it's a place of worship. If they, take strict precautions and everything about it, so that everyone's being seated at a distance or something like that, then it's gonna be really good for them. Because
indigenous protests, she is a supporter. I agree, but you still have a right to fucking say your piece. Just because you're white, you can't talk. I'd be the first one. Why are you here right now? Oh, well, these guys over here, they're having a little bit of a fit right now. They believe that this and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I agree with it, too. If I was a supporter and I agreed. Yeah. Oh, okay, well. Oh, man, sorry. I never... how dare I? I shouldn't have said anything because I'm white. Sorry, let me pass this over to, somebody that could speak. Really? No, fuck that shit. Again, people that are trying to literally sit there and say that color doesn't matter, color seems to matter to her. So how is she sitting there saying that everybody's supposed to be treated equally, but I can't speak, because I'm white? Really? Isn't that a kind of an oxymoron? Everybody should be treated the same. Okay, should you? No, not me, because I'm white. The fuck? This is stupid.
they should feel like they have the right to worship and they can go to...
Why do I have a sudden urge to go, like, surfing? I don't know.
Churches, because I don't think it's a good idea of them being closed right now.
Oh, that's exactly what they did. They took the world, they brought it back 100 years is what they did. They literally brought it back 100 years because now people are going to be sitting there and being like, oh, yeah. Do you realize, right, that white people were slaves too, right? White people were slaves. Natives were slaves. Natives had slaves. People do realize this shit, right? Like, if you really want to get political and you want to get right down to the nitty gritty, everybody has been slaves at one point or another. Oh my God! LOL. Wayne is speechless. Yeah, I'm shocked right now because I can't understand how people are letting this shit happen.
Yes, coronavirus is real, but our God is also real. And Jesus Christ is the light of the world, and coronavirus is from the darkness. So why afraid of the darkness? And besides, we respect the government, but also one day we will give account to the Lord how we fight for the Lord Jesus. We are doing it not to be stubborn, not to be brag, but we are doing it because we love Jesus. It is our conviction. So I believe that this is the time for the church to express their love to other people. We are essential.
See?
If they want
She's
to
got
kill
it.
themselves,
She's got it. You know, all of this darkness in the world, and what are we doing? We're shutting out all the people that give us hope and bring the light back. These pastors that are in jail right now in cells where criminals are. We're putting them in the same category as these individuals. Which, by the way, I think jails are like the most ridiculous thing ever. That's not reforming people. That's torturing people. But that's another topic for another day. But you're putting pastors in there, and then in times of darkness like this, where people are actually starting to pay attention and see what's going on, all of a sudden, boom, you want to take the last thing that we have to hold on to is our faith. I don't think that's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I didn't find. I thought it was directed at me. That's why I muted. Oh, I don't know what that's about. I didn't get on the right path again and accept the Lord into my heart and stuff like that, and to help me get past these times that I'm going through right now, just so that people, man could turn around and be like, oh, this is what we're doing. No, okay, can you show me some facts? Can you show me some something? No. Well, screw that shit, man. I'm not losing my way again. Just not happening.
they can go to church. I think so.
And yours?
Same with her, I guess. Yeah.
So you guys, do you go into the mall or any of the other places that are open?
Yeah.
So do you view that as killing yourself?
Spice Beach, what would you do different than jails at Wayne Live? Well, you know what? Sweden and those places seem to have almost a zero, like a 2% turnaround rate from people that go into jails and come out. Literally, they have like a 2% or 3% return rate on the people that go in there. Speculated Wayne. Okay, I see what I said there. Good. Okay, I'm gonna I can't listen to the other chat for 2 seconds there. What would I do differently? They're doing something right. Their turnaround rate is what, 2-3%. So, I don't know. Putting people in a cell that is like something you wouldn't even put your animal in, and you think that that's all right for people, regardless what they're like. Don't get me wrong, there's not love for people that are repeat offenders and stuff like that. But first time offenders and stuff like that, regardless of what it is, they should be treated. Not tortured. Because that's what it is. I think anyways, but what do I know?
Self or?
No, but we're wearing masks and everything. But in church, there's a lot of people, and they have to sit next to each other, so.
Okay, so the 3 churches that are asking for the right, they have been limiting at 50 people. And they
706, I agree with you.
That. They do social distancing, they disinfect, and the vast majority of them are wearing masks. Does that change your opinion at all?
If they will, keep all of their social distance and everything, I think it will be okay.
I understand their frustration and difficulty with it, but just like everyone else, we want to keep as many people safe as possible. And everyone's struggling right now, but eventually they will be all better and all good. So I would say just wait it out, as unfortunate as it is, but that's all we have to do right now.
Yeah, we've been told that a lot, almost a year over the times, in different ways to wait it out. I think what's a little unique with churches and places of religion is since November they've been shut down, but...
Criminals are paying for their crimes. But here's the thing, though. Who dictates what's a crime? Is smoking weed a crime? Because I know people have lost years and years and years of their life over a plant. Is that a crime? Apparently it's a big crime. So that's what I'm talking about. When you get somebody that is caught up in that kind of stuff, somebody that goes and like rapes a woman or hurts a child or does anything like that, no, they deserve to go to jail. Don't get me wrong on that. But I'm saying is that people that are doing stuff like writing a bad check or doing stuff like that, like, come on, you don't need to be tortured over that kind of shit. That's what I'm talking about right there. Smoking weed right now. There you go. But you see what I'm saying, though? The people like that served, like, what, 10 years over a pound of weed or something? Or 5 years over a pound of weed in the States? Like, I don't know how that even... That's crazy. That's just crazy. If it's non-violent, they shouldn't be. They should be reformed properly. Just look at the crime rate in, I think it's Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. Look at how they handle stuff in Sweden. Totally different. And no return rate. The crime rate is so low there. It's crazy.
Restaurants, malls, Costco's. A restaurant in Port Moody was linked to 300 cases. Just one.
762.
So
No, they're
what's your
not.
take on those being allowed to be open, but a church where you can sit 6 feet away from the next people isn't allowed to be open?
Yeah, I see the unfairness of it, but at the same time, those
Terrible
are
sexy.
also
Yeah,
essential that people
I hear you. I hear you. Terrible sexy.
get their groceries or other products from there as well. Whereas a church, you can also do that at home. You can meditate, you can worship at home as well. And hopefully that helps you until the churches are open again.
I think
And
it's
laws
really,
cannot be discriminatory. Yeah.
To me, it's ironic. You have an opportunity to go to a liquor store throughout this whole thing if you want to, and that's an opportunity. The bars are open, the restaurants are open. Granted, they changed the amount of people that are in, but it seems like you have the churches singled out. They have an opportunity to gather if they want to eat, if they want to drink, but they can't they can't gather if they want to worship, regardless of what they believe in. I don't care about that. But you should be able to at least have the same rights that a bar or a restaurant has, at least in my opinion.
If restaurants are open...
What are you talking about? She's terrible sexy. She's interviewing guys right now. 706. Who are you talking to? Laws cannot be discriminatory. Would you legalize heroin? Well, here's the thing about heroin, okay? I wouldn't. Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't legalize it, no, because it's too dangerous of a drug. But I think that people that are stuck on heroin should be able to go to a medical facility and a doctor and be able to, like they do in the I think it's in Sweden. They administrate it and then they wean them off of it slowly. And then they get them on a different drug, and then it goes from there, and then they get back to a normal life, and they're administrated it by doctors. So if they were to do that, then no, not a methadone clinic. Methadone doesn't do shit. I'm like butchering the hell out of it. If you want to see what I'm talking about, I watched a documentary. I'm pretty sure it's in Sweden, how they handle things, and the crime rate is like nothing over there. It's like nothing. Look at the dork with a mask and glasses. That was me going shopping, terrible sexy.
Ski hills are open, and gyms are open. Like my gym that I go to, it's packed. The Grouse Mountain is packed. So it's not fair.
Getting clean has to come within. Yeah, I agree with that too. I agree, it does. But sometimes you can't do it on your own, though. That'd be like somebody saying, okay, right now, stop masturbating. Don't masturbate. Don't touch yourself. It's just not going to happen. I know. I mean,
we have to
that's not what I meant.
open the church. I have a grandson. He said, "Why, Grandma, I cannot see my church mate now? It's been one."
I don't want to pay for dope heads with my tax dollars, but you're paying for them when they go to jail. 10 times more if you were to pay for them to get treatment and then get completely off. So either way, you pay for it when you pay for the courts, the police to catch them over and over and over again. So either way, you're paying for them. So whether you want to pay for them directly to get the help and then get off of the drugs and move forward, or a repeat nonstop for life payment of police, doctors for ODing, the crimes that they're going to do, the court fees, all this stuff, you're going to end up paying for it in the long run anyway. So I'd rather the taxpayer money go to helping these people individually, because one, you'd be helping them, and two, the crime rate would still go down. Wayne, live, didn't you fall asleep on a stream about a year ago? That was before I got used to all this, yeah. Yes, I did.
1 year. He said, "I hate coronavirus."
No, and treatment doesn't work all the time. No, you're right. But we owe it to people to try to help them before just discarding them.
You know, Grandma, isn't it you said Jesus Christ is greater that is in me than coronavirus that is in the world? Grandma, I followed everything that you said. Washing hands, taking shower, sleeping time.
Yeah, but do you guys... Okay, I got a question for you. Do you guys pay out of your tax money the police? Out of your tax money, do you pay for the courts? The jails? Do you guys pay for that out of your tax money? Because if you don't fix the problem, it's just going to constantly be a money grab for the government. That's all it is. That's why the government won't help the individuals, is because they know that it generates money. The more these people get hooked on drugs, the more crime they commit, the more the police have to do, the more the courts have to do, the more the jails have to do, which means more money out of your pocket. And that's a non-stop. So it costs them $100 or $50 a day for this person, but they're charging you $150. That's $100 every day for an inmate to be in there that comes out of your pocket and goes into the politician's pocket. If you start looking at it like that, then you want to just help that guy, get him on his way. And if he doesn't want to help himself, well then, at that point, then, I don't know, take him behind the bleachers or something. I don't fucking know. But I think you get my point.
Food. But the best thing is Jesus Christ. So I have a very strong immune system, he said.
We have to live. We cannot just stop everything and just stay at home. We have to live. So it's okay that they're going out and everything. So that's my opinion.
I'm here with Marty Moore from the Justice Center of Constitutional Freedoms and Paul Jaffe, who has been arguing on the case on behalf of the churches that want to be open and the matter of peaceful assembly. Now, can you fill us in what took place inside today?
Well, Paul gave some excellent arguments, arguing that these religious services, the ban on them is unconstitutional, for it bans really the full gamut of your fundamental freedoms. That's freedom of expression, that's freedom of conscience and religion, the freedom to peacefully assemble.
I get what you're saying, ask Barbara, about they got themselves there, they can get themselves out of it, but they won't. They just physically, mentally, and the addiction will not allow them to get out of that predicament, right? So therefore, it's going to cost money out of your pocket, because that's what the tax money goes through. So if you are going to have to pay one way or another, wouldn't you like to be able to at least control the situation and be able to say, this is what I want, so that it doesn't keep happening again? Or do you want them just to tax you, and then you say, okay, well, fuck it, I'll just pay the taxes and you can deal with them any way you want? And then what happens is they just put it in a situation where it's a constantly revolving door, because the more you pay, the more money goes into that person's pocket. I remember that part from the documentary. It's sad, but most don't want to help. Yeah, well, at that point, that's whenever you say, okay, enough is enough. And you put them on an island out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. I don't fucking know.
In some recoiling of the government on the issue of protests, they've said that you can gather outdoor for a protest as long as it's on an issue of public controversy. But if you gather outside for a religious service, that's still banned. And so there's certainly some concerns also under Section 15 of the Charter, which prevent...
Most will run from their from help. Yeah, they probably will.
Equal treatment. And so...
but if most will run, but only half... Let's just say 1/3 actually gets the help and gets off of it, then guess what? That's 1/3 less you have to pay for in the long run. So not all... You can't help everybody, I agree. But if you can get just half or 1/3 of them, that's 1/3 that less that's on the system, and depending on... or going through the system, I should say, and costing taxpayer money.
Those arguments have been made, and now the Justice Center has stood down on its initial...
Just talking, that's all? Yeah, absolutely. Why, is somebody getting upset? Are people taking these conversations, like, personally?
Arguments, Paul's done those. The government is responding, and so the court will be hearing those arguments now.
Oh, really? So do you think we'll get an answer today, or is it still going to carry on till tomorrow?
It'll carry on until tomorrow. Mr. Morley, who's speaking for the Crown, will probably go at least until the midday break tomorrow. And if we're really lucky, we'll be able to respond with some reply argument in the afternoon, and everything going well.
I get your point, S. Barber. I do.
doubt very much that the judge would rule from the bench.
But the sad part of it is at the end of the day, if you're paying taxes, it's going to be a revolving door to just leave these guys alone. That's when you have to kind of say, no, you're getting fucking help, and that's it. And if they refuse it, well, okay, you're coming to the back of the bleacher.
And normally these kinds of cases get reserved for a while, but you never know, it could happen.
Well, there's been a colorful group outside. We've got 2 different protests happening.
Speaking for the Crown? I don't know what you mean by that. Like the Queen? Who's the Crown?
And I think it's so interesting that you guys are in there with a case that really affects both of them, even though they're here for different reasons.
It's a beautiful thing to see. This institution is so hugely important to allow for the kinds of things we're seeing here. This freedom of expression, peaceful assembly. These folks, there's a myriad of different causes that have been here this week. It's a beautiful thing to see. It reminds us that we live in a democracy.
Well, another moment in history in Vancouver.
They steal their money, they rob, steal for their habit. That's bullshit. Absolutely. And whenever they get caught by the cops, you pay for that cop to do that. And when you throw them in jail or go to the court system, you pay for that too. And when they go through the court justice system and they do their jail time, you pay for that too. And then when they get out, because there is absolutely no help given to them in those jails, they go back to that habit, and then they do it again, and then they go through all that process again, and then you pay for the whole fee again, over and over and over again. Or you can pay to have them fixed, treated, and have a 50% chance that maybe they will or they won't go back to the old lifestyle. But if they do, well then, you know, you're no better off than you were at the beginning. But if they do stick to the program and they get the help, then that's one less person that the taxpayer has to pay. That's how I look at it. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I say, if you're going to spend the money, then at least try to control where it goes. Because if it don't make dollars, then it don't... Yeah, if it don't make sense, then it don't make dollars.
It's a mix of everything, mix of what people are standing for, but I found it very interesting that everything does relate to the case, the petition that has been brought forward by the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms. We'll be back here again tomorrow to hear what should be possibly the last day of the trial, and we hope you will see us there too. Don't forget to subscribe at rebelnews.com so that you don't lose touch with us.
Wait, who said I'm cool? Because tonight I'm just pissing people off left, right, and center with my opinions. Okay. Fuck Wayne. He doesn't know shit. He's just a fucking... He lives in an igloo. He's got pet penguins and everything. Wayne's so stupid. His brain's frozen. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about half the time. Fuck Wayne. Friggin' igloo lover. Wayne's the coolest, yeah. So cold up here, friggin'. It's cold enough up here to fucking freeze the nuts off a fucking penguin. What is the temperature right now? Let's see. Yeah, it's minus 14 right now. Puts those glasses on. Wayne puts those glasses on. He knows it all. I know jack shit. I don't know fucking nothing. You know what I know? I know that I have an opinion, and that's all I have. It's not anything more than that. That's all it is. Just an opinion. I have no... That's it. That's all I got. Just an opinion. Nothing more. Oh, I think I'm falling asleep because I have that heater on too much. Not stupid, just naive. I'm not naive. Am I naive? Hey, Deb B, how you doing, Deb? Natives' lives matter? Yeah. All lives matter. Freedom of speech. It's free until it's not. Okay, let's see. All
right, as I have been saying, I am not a doctor. I'm not going to play one on TV or radio. No medical diagnosis whatsoever, but it...
Yeah. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a financial advisor, and I sure the hell ain't your coochie lulu or whatever you want to call it. But I love each and every single one of yous. I really do. And I appreciate each and every one of you more than you could imagine. If you're sitting at home right now looking at your tablet, your phone, or your TV, and you're thinking to yourself, man, my life is shit, who loves me? You can look right now at me and you can say, Wayne loves me, because I love each and every friggin' one of you. I really do. Even the people that are not even talking right now, we got 125 people in the chat, and we got about 100 of them that aren't even speaking right now. So if you're sitting here watching me right now, I want to say I love you and I appreciate you, and God bless you for even being here right now and helping me support this channel. I truly, truly mean that. And I'm not being sarcastic in any other way, shape, or form. I really do love each and every one of you. With that being said, though, please consider hitting the thumbs up button, hitting the subscribe button, and if you really like what we're doing here, come join us every single night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This channel should be up and running until Monday or Tuesday, which I will be switching back over to Watch with Wayne. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, jump over to that channel, subscribe so that you can catch our show every single night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that, because I'm losing subscribers over there. The moment I stop broadcasting on Wayne Live, counts start going down. So if you're new, go check it out. Hit that subscribe button over there, and we'll see you Monday, Tuesday on the other channel. But for now, you're stuck here on this channel with me, and I really appreciate you guys. I really do. I just want to say I give thanks to each and every single one of you for doing what you do, and most importantly, I give thanks to the guy upstairs for bringing you guys before me and making you guys aware that I'm even here, because at a time in my life when I thought I had nothing, it turns out that I had everything. I just didn't know it yet, and it was each and every one of you guys. And I'm not even being sarcastic in any way, shape, or form. So, Wolf, thank you very much, my man. Love you, brother. On the go. Love you too, bro. I really do. I mean that, guys. We got Wolf over in Twitch. Like, you see what I mean? Having Wolf over on Twitch right now, trying to bring people in. You know, it's absolutely, the love that you guys give is absolutely amazing. Just simply amazing. So, thank you guys, both of you guys, for those donations. I appreciate that. You know, and like I said, I thank the guy upstairs, because whenever I thought that I was down and out and I had nothing else, I turn out to, like, look at what we have now. Look at the community we have. You know, so I'm a strong believer in the fact that Lori said to me earlier today on my stream there, when I was going to buy passing it or giving it forward to somebody today. Lori said that he doesn't give you more than what you can handle. And you know what? I strongly believe in that. And until I had each and every one of you guys here, I was kind of lost. I had no idea what was going on in my life. I had no idea who to turn to. But you guys, absolutely, I can't even, I'm going to say this. I can't even express the gratitude that I have for each and every single one of you guys. I really do. My kids know you guys. The kids love you guys. You're in every aspect of our lives, and I can't thank you enough for that. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't. I love each and every one of you guys. All of this is possible because of you. So, and the guy upstairs, I give him thanks for that. I truly believe that I wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for him upstairs. So, I can't thank you guys enough, and him. All right, let's get back to this. I don't know why I just had to blurt that out like that. I just had the sudden urge to just tell you guys how much I really appreciate you. Like, I just was there. RH, thank you very much, man. I love you. Yeah, I just had this sudden urge to just tell you guys that you're beautiful people. And if you really, if you're nervous or you're down and you're out, just know that, you know what? If there's anybody in the world that loves you, it's me. And I really, truly do. I love you guys. Channel on Twitch is Watch with Wayne. Watch with Wayne, guys. If you're on Twitch. I'm almost at 50 followers. Once I get to 50 followers, I'll be able to monetize over there. And that'll be kind of cool, too. So, I love you guys. All right, let's get back to this. If I can, my button will work. I got one of these cheap little remotes that help me flip through everything. And the damn thing works sometimes it doesn't. Ashley's laughing at me. Ashley, stop bullying me. I love you, Ashley. I really do. Wayne Terrible Sexy wants a spooning. Is Brad S in the room? Because if Brad S is here, I can't even comment on it. He gets jealous really bad. And he touches me. Now, I mean, anyways, let's get back to this. Wolf says 41. We're at 41 followers there. We need 50. That's awesome. Ashley, thank you very much again. Here, let's see. So, Commander Vlogs, Ashley, Wolf, On the Go, RH. You guys rock, man. Thank you very much for all the love tonight. Absolutely beautiful. You guys are awesome. Spicy Peach. Watch with Wayne.
Is there something Democrats know about Joe Biden, something his campaign knew about that they weren't telling and aren't telling we, the American people? We played you clips from Biden 4 years ago, 8 years ago, compared them to today. And yeah, I think the author of the book, Lucky, was right. Jonathan was right saying, yeah, he lost his fastball, like after Tommy John's surgery. And if he ever had a slow pitch, I would argue he lost that. You decide.
He sent me 2 letters saying, by the way, can you send me some stimulus money for companies here in the state of Wisconsin? We sent millions of dollars.
Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear words.
Now they got a new plan. Trust me, it's not going to cost you any more. Folks, follow your instincts on this one. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. They put one foot in front of the other. They keep going. That's the unbreakable spirit of the people of America. That's who we are. And Representatives Shirley Jackson Lee, Al Green, Sylvia Garcia, Lizzie Pinelli, excuse me, Fennell, and what am I doing here? I'm going to lose track here.
What am I doing here? And by the way, it's not Shirley.
Wow.
It's Sheila Jackson Lee. Been in office, over a whopping 40 days, has not held a press conference. Although Press Secretary Jen Psaki said today that we can expect one maybe by the end of the month. No date for the State of the Union. Here was the reaction. Former White House advisor Stephen Miller and author of They Never Let a Crisis Go to Waste, Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz. Stephen, you write a lot of speeches. I watch Donald Trump. I'll even say this. I watch Bernie Sanders. They are full of passion and energy and engaged, and there's no question. They are strong, they are forceful, they're mentally alert, they're on their game. It's not about age, it's about aging, I guess.
So here's the thing. What they're doing with Biden right now, I think, is disgusting. Because they can clearly see, his family can clearly see that there's a decline in what is going on in this guy's life. Okay? You can see it. It's like right there. You don't have to be a genius to see that he's going downhill fast and he's not the same person as he was before. And for them to turn around and put him in a position, I can't even say you would be able to blame this guy for any of the decisions or anything that's going on right now. It'd be his advisors and the people around him that are influencing him to do and say different things because he has no idea. This is, to me, would be a form of abuse, elderly abuse, I guess you would say, or at the very least, misusing their powers and misusing him for the fact that, you know, he doesn't know what he's doing. Brad, thank you very much. See, I knew Brad was watching. I knew it. Someone was wanting to spoon with me. Hey, Mary, thank you very much for that. I appreciate the love. I love you. That's awesome. But yeah, you can't blame the guy for Wayne. Love you lots. Chat. Love you all. This too. This is what makes us all matter. We are not robots. We are individuals. I have a life choices. You have yours. We all just want a better world. Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with you, Barb. And you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I like about this channel, okay? And trust me when I say I spy on a lot of other channels. I check out how they do things, the people, the topics, how they're running it, everything. I try to pick up little tips and tricks everywhere I can all over YouTube. And one thing I could say about this chat, that everybody that's in here is kind of like it's like a family. And I love that about that, because we could get mad at each other. We could say this, we could say that. I'm not up here just banning people like they just don't give a shit. You know, like for people to get banned on this channel, it takes a lot for me to do that. And the other thing is that I could say something and not agree with somebody in the chat, and they're back the next day, or a couple days later. You know, and I love that. I absolutely love that we could sit and we can debate and we can talk, and it's like a family. Family argue, family fight sometimes, but at the end of the day, we have each other's back, and that, to me, is what I love about this community that we built, all of us. I just absolutely love it. You know, and I can't. Again, you can't understand how much I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Brad asked, buy Wayne a couple of drinks already. Ashley, this has always been the best chat, no doubt. Ashley, absolutely. Absolutely. Because of people like you. Because of people like you. 100%. Like I've trust me, whenever I've said, guys, I networked the channel in a way where we were getting 40,000 views in a night. We were getting 3,000 people in the chat. And I don't like that. Like, watch what Wayne, I get about 200-300 people in a chat a night, and I love that. That's when I stopped sharing out the stuff, and people stopped pushing out stuff for me. But we could push it out constantly, every half hour, push out the stream, tweet about it every half hour, go have a Twitter storm, and just have it out, and then people come in, and next thing you know, we got 900 people in the chat. But we can't talk with 900 people. It's me talking to you, and no interaction coming back this way. You just can't do it. Quality over quantity is a perfect example for that scenario. I absolutely love talking to each and every one of you guys, and right now we have 121 people in the chat right now, which is absolutely awesome. It's a lot. Some people will be like, "Yeah, but wouldn't you like more people?" No, I don't need more people. You guys you're awesome. You're absolutely awesome. I get asked that all the time, but wouldn't you like to, if you did this, you would get so many more people. I don't need so many more people. I'm happy. YouTube's not happy, but I'm happy, so that's all that matters. Kids are happy. Bills are paid. You guys are happy. What more can you want? I got God on my side. I got beautiful, God-loving people on my side. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
And some differences. Your take.
Marissa, yeah, 100%.
At this point in the presidency, to issue your first address to a joint session
Brad
of
S., you're all
Congress.
weird now.
So the question has to be asked, why is it that we're in March and Joe Biden hasn't done that yet? I think one of the reasons is actually deceptively simple. If you look at Joe Biden's campaign speeches, he often read from a giant jumbotron, not the normal teleprompters that most politicians would use, the two small panes of glass to your left and your right. He would read off of a giant screen in front of him, like a movie theater, like the opening scroll on Star Wars, giant words coming down. I actually think logistically, they're trying to figure out how can we get a giant jumbotron into the well of Congress so that Joe Biden can give a speech. I secondly think it's a stamina issue. If you look at his convention speech, it was one of the shortest in history. I think they're seriously concerned about whether Joe Biden can actually deliver a conventional hour-long State of the Union without losing all of his energy about 20 minutes into it.
I don't know.
You know what, though? That when you get us T-shirts, you'll have more people anyways. Yeah. I want to see something here. Hold on. I'm going to let this play. I'm going to see if it's up on the... Oh, wrong button. Hold on.
Look, Jason, the hardest job for Donald Trump, beyond what Stephen did, and he did a great job all the 4 years he was there, was being the teleprompter operator, because he never stays on teleprompter. Stephen could attest to that. It's actually the hardest job for people working on my show, and I have the best teleprompter operator in the country, but I don't exactly usually stay on script either. I'm constantly ad-libbing. I've been in radio 33 years. So I don't see Joe has that strength or ability. Thoughts?
Well, first, Donald Trump should have won awards for his openness, transparency, and accessibility. You could hear directly what he was thinking all the time. They have been hiding Joe Biden for a long period of time. Joe Biden of old was notorious for talking on and on and on. When I was in Congress, I went to the White House and sat right next to him in a meeting where he talked for an hour and a half straight. But I don't think he can string 12 sentences together.
I'm not doing something right when it comes to that.
Actually take questions and go to the next topic. And that should scare a lot of people because we don't know who the puppeteers are. We know that Ron Klain, as the chief of staff, is exceptionally powerful, but so are behind-the-scenes people like Susan Rice and Brian Deese and some of these other people doing things with Kamala Harris that we never see and get exposed to. And I think the media needs to do its job, and the Biden administration needs to come clean on who's really running that place.
They did it. They asked the question of Reagan, Steve Miller. They asked the question of McCain, and it seems like, and they were originally criticizing me for daring to ask the question of Joe Biden. I think if it's fair for Reagan and McCain, it's fair for Joe. Will more people start to raise the question, do you think?
It's the most important question in America right now, Sean. I mean, Congressman Chaffetz just reeled off a few names, and there's many more. Who's running this country?
All right, Stephen Miller, Jason.
Wait a minute. Spicy Peach. I've been riding around with clothes to donate, and I've noticed that all the drop boxes are gone. Weird. Do you know what? I've never noticed that. I have never noticed if there is any drop boxes. We have some around here for clothes. I wonder. That's a very good thing. You know what? That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm when I go get my tea and I go live, I'm going to drive around and go see if I can't find drop boxes for clothes. Weird. I really don't care that Joe has to stay. He's never going to be my... There you go, Mark. Mark, there you go. A bad date. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Spicy Pete. Happy with Wayne Channel t-shirts? Yes. Oh, actually, I can show you something here. Hold on. Where was that? There you go. Where? Okay, is that gonna come up? Right here. All right, so here, let me get rid of this.
COVID.
Get rid of this. I'm gonna show you guys this. Save picture. So this was one of the styles of hats and shirts. There's so many more. This was just the one that I had saved, but there's so many more hats and shirts, and there's pink shirts, and there's women's shirts, and there's different style hats and all this other stuff that's out. We're in the middle of working on it. I just gotta get it up on the website. We have everything, just gotta get it up there. Just gotta get it up. It's always hard to get it up. So I have a bunch of them. I gotta figure out the whole store thing, and I'm doing it on my, but I do have somebody that is helping me. I just contacted me today. So I love the NASCAR truck, so raw. I want one. Yeah, so as soon as I can get them up on the fucking website, then I'll be able to get them up. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, no, there's so many. That's just one picture. There's so many different styles. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the other one. There's so many different styles. There's shirts. That's the hats. That's the shirts. The shirts. Yeah. Men's undies only? No. Actually, Ashley, no, there's women underwear now too. So you can watch with Wayne right on your butt cheek. So, yeah, no, Emma made sure to include that, because exactly what you said is exactly what I told Emma, and Emma was like, yeah, no, and then she fixed that. So, yes. Yeah, there is actually a plain black t-shirt with a logo. Yes, there is. There's lots of things. I think there's like 30 different items. So yeah, I just gotta. It was supposed to be up tonight. I'll have to find out what happened. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Man, it is hotter than you can imagine in here right now. Shut that heat off. Just covert for women's undie. Why is the logo? What? Because it's going to be the other channel. Right now, I'm broadcasting on Twitch, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook as Watch What Wayne right now. I'm only using this channel right now because I'm usually on Watch What Wayne. This channel here is usually what the channel I use to do like my testing of the equipment, going live during the day, posting videos, stuff like that. Or YouTube decides to spank my bum and put me on timeout for a week. This is where I come and play. So yeah, it's the Twitch. I cannot get over the Twitch, how clear the picture is on Twitch. It's unbelievable, and I think Wolf said that I was at. I think I've got like nine more people or something like that I need to be monetized on that channel. So yeah, it's but the picture quality is just awesome, and I can't get over how they do that. Do you get a lot of viewers on Twitch? I got a decent amount. No, I just started doing it. Like right now, I have no idea. I have no idea who's even on Twitch right now. I know Wolf's over there. Wolf just said 7 are over on Twitch right now. Yeah, we got 7 people on Twitch. And you know what, guys? For the 7 people that are on Twitch right now, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. The logo says Watch What Wayne on the bottom right, but the channel is Wayne Live. Yeah, because I lost Watch What Wayne, and I'm using this as the backup channel. This is usually my personal vlog channel where I throw shit up on there every day, and it's a backup channel for Watch What Wayne. But because the logo right here, where is it? Right there that you're talking about? That's because on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, I'm broadcasting as Watch What Wayne right now. So yeah. May you draw. What name do you use for Twitch? Watch What Wayne. Just Watch What Wayne for everything on all the platforms. The quality was bad during calls here on YouTube. It's fine now. Yeah. Well, in the studio here, it's not bad. I've been having problems. Oh, that's what it was, Brad. Yesterday, you should have seen that. Was it yesterday, guys, that my video camera went out of sync with my audio? It was like watching an old voiceover movie, or just a voiceover. It was like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" And it was like the worst. I think my camera's it's on the way out. Hey Wayne and chat. RL, how you doing? Kinda blurry, Brad S says. On Twitch, it looks really clear. Does it not? 1080p, I believe it is. Yeah, it's definitely clearer than I like. Yeah, well, right side video or right side broadcasting was taken down as well. They lost their channel for like, I believe it was 2 weeks. I've seen you grow since almost the beginning. You're doing good, man. I'm glad to be here to support. Rick, you have been a long time follower on the channel, on all of my channels, Watch What Wayne and this channel. So you're awesome, bro. And thank you for that donation. I appreciate that. Damn, he is still my heart. IRL. Yeah. Same with Sherlock Jones. Sherlock Jones, he's not in as much, but he used to be around all the time. He's another awesome guy. Facebook, I have no idea what that is. Hold on, let me check to see what that is. Grifter News. What is that? How long did you lose your channel for? I should have it back Monday. If everything goes good, Monday. Another awesome guy. Hold on. What is this? Grifter News. I don't know what that is. Exposing crypto donation. Oh, okay. All right. He put a thing in a. Even Facebook is not that bad actually. Twitch is still better though. Like for quality wise, I believe. Yeah. See, Facebook will only go to 720p. SGD 14. Hey, thank you very much. SGD, where's that from? I'm not sure where that's from, but thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. The hearts. Thank you. Wolf, see if that happens. We got a color suggestion. Yeah, well, I'm hoping I can get a camera in the future that will actually pull in a 4K feed, and I can actually stream in 4K. But here's the problem with streaming in 4K. People that don't have a fast internet connection will constantly be buffering unless they go and manually turn down the resolution. But I would eventually like to stream in 4K, but 1080p is clear as hell right now for me. Did not write that. Morris did not write that. Blue, I am just... You did not write that? Who wrote that then, Morris? Morris's alternative self. What we got? Hey, 762. I love those little emoji things. All right, let's see what we got here. I got a couple messages in the inbox. Redesign the homepage and your link daily news, trending news, so forth to answer page. Maybe make a button type on the. Ooh, yes. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Yes. I'm gonna be doing something with her to get that up and going. What we got here? 1080p is fine at 60 frames per second. Yeah, I think I'm at 1080p just 30 frames a second right now, to be honest with you. But I think that's, my caption cards will only do 30 frames a second. I got the cheap Amazon ones. What can I say? Actually, attempting to sue Trump for Oh man, look at this. Look at this.
There's been a lot of news this week, and sometimes it's so hard to keep up with some of the offbeat stories. It's a good thing we have Carly Shipkins here. She's a reporter for Fox News Headlines 24/7. Carly, my friend, what you got?
Okay, let's kick things off with more criticism of old movies. Turner Classic Movies
I agree,
launching
Lincoln.
a new series that will explore the troubling and problematic aspect of old Hollywood movies. 18 different films will be put under the microscope, including Breakfast at Tiffany's, Gone with the Wind, and Psycho. A panel of experts will discuss the movie's potentially upsetting moments, including depictions of racism and sexism. Turner Classic Movie host Jacqueline Stewart says the goal is to have deeper
Vila, I don't even know when I
conversations
started.
that will enrich the viewer's experience of the film. So they're not being canceled, Lawrence, but they are being re-examined.
How do you have the conversation that the movie is no longer original? I think it's well, whatever. Yeah. I think it's pretty simple.
Yeah, well, let me just say, I think that sometimes these conversations can be beneficial, but the argument against Psycho is going a little bit far. They're going to examine how transgender identity and a man dressing up as a woman is linked to violence and mental health. I think the fact that the guy was living with his dead skeleton mom makes him crazy, not the fact that he
Seymour,
was
I see you on Twitch.
dress. Oh, but meantime, I got to get to this.
Okay.
President Biden raising eyebrows during a congratulatory conference call
I see you
with
over
the
there.
NASA engineers responsible for landing the Mars Perseverance rover. Take a listen.
This is an incredible honor, and it's amazing. Indian descent Americans are taking over the country. You, my vice president, my speechwriter, Vinay, I tell you what, but thank you. You guys are incredible.
Okay, so the president went on to describe diversity as an American strength, but the attempt at levity being called tone deaf by some critics.
I'm telling this guy is a gaffe machine. It's always something happening. Anyway, Swalwell
yes, there's
president.
Okay, I see you. Sorry, I don't pay attention to that chat as much. I should though.
Suing President Trump in an attempt to hold him financially responsible for the January 6th riot. Now, Swalwell accusing the president of terrorizing lawmakers and causing him emotional distress. The civil suit also names the president's son, Donald Trump Jr., Rudy Giuliani, and Congressman Mo Brooks, all who spoke at the January 6th rally. A Trump senior advisor, Jason Miller, ripping into Swalwell in a statement to Fox News, calling him a lowlife with no credibility who got caught dating a Chinese spy. So then, definitely fighting words.
Yeah, Carly, what's the latest on that of him going around with a spy? We still haven't gotten any briefing on that or anything.
Yeah, and I think that this lawsuit is definitely a long shot, considering you can always make that free speech claim. It seems like this is more about Eric Swalwell getting some points in the media and getting media attention and Twitter attention than it being really anything very serious.
Carla, you know what I think it is? They just can't get enough of Donald Trump.
Oh, no. They want to relive those glory days of 2016 to 2020.
They need content. And if you're in the media or if you're even a politician, it was so much.
He's got, okay, is it just me? Like, he's a really good reporter. He's awesome. But, like, his teeth, it's like you could see even the back teeth. Like, he's got, like, the perfect teeth. Like, all the way straight through. I don't know why I'd noticed that. It was fucked up, but whatever. It is. She's just gorgeous, but...
free material.
Yep.
The Trump model is the business model now. Let's just be honest about it.
You were right about that, my friend.
You see what I mean? Like, you could see all the way back. Like, all the way back here. Like, it's crazy.
Thank you so much, my friend, for joining me today.
Oh, thanks, Lawrence. Great job.
And thank you so much for watching Fox News Primetime. It has been a fabulous week. I want to thank the camera crew, my producers. I couldn't have done it without you guys. And you know who's going to be here next week? Trey Gowdy. Thank you so much for joining me this week.
Trey Gowdy. All right. June, July. Is that when I started? I have no idea. Brian is going downhill fast. That's cruel. Oh, Biden. Yes, Biden. Sorry, I seen Brian. Yeah, Biden. Yeah, he is down. Teeth fetish. Yeah, no, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I was playing with my teeth there because it's still getting used to the whole getting pulled out shit. Fucking right, I'm having PTSD from that. 2 hours to get one tooth out? That's ridiculous. But they were awesome. They were absolutely awesome. Okay, so I gotta say, I have no idea when I started, guys. Because when I started YouTube, I didn't start it to do it as a full-time job. I did it because I wanted memories for my kids. And then all of a sudden, boom. It just turned into this. Absolutely amazing, by the way. But it just turned into this. So, never planned on it. And all of this and the other stuff, it's all from you guys. The computer from 7, the mats from the wall, Emma putting them up. Yeah, it was just little pieces from everybody made this possible here, so absolutely love it. Brad. You found the channel channel watching riots? Yeah. The riots were there has been a couple of things going on. Seymour actually kind of tipped me to some of the stuff that was going on today, but it died out before I can get to it. So Dave Young says, you built it. No, I didn't build it. Everybody here built it. Absolutely. Everybody here built it. Because I wouldn't be anything other than just another guy sitting in a chair talking into a camera if it wasn't for you guys. So this is definitely 100% all of us. He gets what he gets now. Kathy, I actually was wondering when Wayne started. I don't know. Let me see. I really have no idea. I have no idea when I started. I think it was like March, April, maybe May. My mustache looks like it's dark, like I dyed it. No, it's still white. Still white. Wayne started 40 years ago, yeah, no kidding. Okay, let me check this here. Switch accounts. I hate going back to it because every time I go back to it, I just since the time that I lost the channel, which was what, 3 days ago. So we got 3 days left, it says, for the strike. So 4 days ago, I lost 18 subscribers on Watch What Wayne. 18 subscribers in 3 days. In 7 days. It will, well, by the time it's done, be a lot more. So we were at quite a bit. It's a shame. And I don't know if that's people unsubscribing or if that's YouTube removing them. So let's see something here. So analytics. Let's see when we started reaching people. The lifetime. Actually, 365 days. So we started the stream again. April, May. March, April, May. May 29th. May 29th. And then we lost the channel for almost a month. Yeah, we lost the channel for almost a month. And that sucked because the numbers went flop down to nothing. And then now they're back up to the way they were. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. For the BS went down. And Wayne, check Jeff Mack for bullshit that went down. I try to stay off other people's channels like that because I know he's a cool guy and everything, but I just stay away from their channels. I don't like going near other people like that.
She's always been violent. She does threats. She's not an innocent little victim. Trust me, this girl is a radical leftist, and that's how they always do. They play the radical leftist role, but when they get those handcuffs on their wrist.
Yeah. So he does good work. He does good work. Gotta give the guy that much. He turned it into. He's getting 10,000 views a night. 6,000 views a night, so I get about 3,000-4,000. So he's doing good. But his chat, you can't talk in his chat, though. That's the problem there. Wayne Live YouTube says you started this channel September 2020. September 2020. You also uploaded the first video in September. Yeah, well, that's when I started the channel. Yeah, I've had it for a while though. But actually started broadcasting, I don't know. Yeah, I got no problem with Jeff Mack or anything like that. I don't want to go near other people's work like that. And like I said, I've seen it before, and it's just his chat goes way too fast. how can you enjoy anything? Roger that, Wayne. To show his music. He does it to show off his music, yeah. Well, he's doing pretty good. He's doing good for himself. I have no problem with that. I think it's awesome that he figured out something and he got it going. He gets 10,000 people a night. Wayne Live, time to fluff your subscriber pillow. Yes. I agree. Oh, you see, this was for the beginning whenever I first fell asleep. First time I had 3,000 people in a chat, I fell asleep. Was there anybody? I think there were some people that were here for that. I'm pretty sure. That was a crazy night. That was a crazy night. That was one of the craziest nights I've seen in a while. NetPC says, I leave chats that I go too fast to read and respond. That's what I mean. Brad asks, all Jeff's admins quit the same night because he is a D. I don't know. Really? I don't know. See, I get a lot, but a lot of people say I'm a dickhead too, so I don't know. My mom saw your sleeping show. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I fell asleep. That was before I was doing, man, I was doing 8 to 10, 13 hours a day. Straight every single day. Then getting up with the kids. Oh, man, it was brutal. Brutal. We used to have Wayne put it in a slow-mo with 60 people in here. Yeah? Wayne autographed the pillow and... Oh, yeah. We can get shit for it. Oh, excuse me. Talking about sleeping, I'm turning into Joe Biden here. Okay, let's get something up here. So reached a deal. All right, let's go here. Actually, no, there was one thing I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you. Hold on, let me see where it is. Where was that? Where was it? Where was it? Yeah, I can't find it. As usual, as per usual. I had 4 screens of riots going. Wow. Yeah, I had the same thing. At one point, I had so many feeds coming in on my stream wall that I think at one point I had 28 screens on one screen, and people were like, "What?" Wayne, I am now on Twitch and following. Nice, Deb. Thank you. That is awesome. It's so clear. Clear. We can see particles on your cam. You have 3 orbs around you. Yeah, I probably do have 3 orbs around me. When we can see your cam, I didn't read that right. I was kind of like, what? I appreciate it though, Deb. That's awesome. Wayne, I am following on Twitch. Okay, you're so very welcome. You may be missing a couple beers. You know, Deb. Okay, there were too many trolls. Yeah, man. Well, I was getting a lot of trolls. But again, we have 130 people on this channel. Where Wayne Live, we get about, I think, 200, maybe 300 at a time, and they're awesome people. Just half the people don't even know. Half the people that watch me on Watch with Wayne don't even know that I'm here right now. It's weird looking at the chat over here because I can see the Twitch chat popping up like crazy. 46 people over on. We're so close to getting what we need over there. YouTube or someone unsubscribed me and I haven't seen your show for a couple nights. Had trouble finding the feed. Yeah, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid that they're doing that. Wayne Live Watch What Wayne right now is losing subscribers every single day. And then I get messages, and the worst part is that people literally get mad. They're like, "Why did you unsubscribe me?" Like, I didn't. I can't unsubscribe somebody. That's the problem. I cannot unsubscribe them. Wayne, get heat flare and cut the cheese. Where and show it. It will be great. Yeah, no. I used to just let go on there. I stopped doing that. What do we got here? Okay. What we got? Seymour is not a bully, but but tough. Here, check this out.
I don't even have cats in my hat anymore. It's just garbage. Look, I only said the N-word once and it rhymed.
You don't think I'm racist, do you? You don't? Would you spare any change because they took my family?
Mr. Potato Head is trans and I'm not a fan, but I can't say that or racist. I am.
This is where I live now. Look, this is where I live.
I lost my house, I lost my kids. Jim Carrey won't talk to me. Mr. Potato Head didn't stand a chance. Without your help, he doesn't even have hands. Look what they're pushing these kids now. Caillou? Caillou's a hack. He's a bald hack. He's nothing. I have to wait in line to get my own books before they're burned.
Hi there, we're with CBC. I'm just here to get my books back. I know they're trying to cancel me, so I'll just take all of the Dr. Seuss books back, please. Brown woman would not let me take the books.
Do what you will, do what you wish. There was always a red fish, blue fish, but never a trans fish. They call me a racist and I don't know why. Maybe it is because I will not lie. I won't lie to be liked. I won't lie to be loved. The only time I'll lie is when I fly into the country and I don't want to get my butthole touched.
I actually met this really hot chick in Whoville, and I'm surprised she didn't meet to me.
Let kids grow up without the bullshit that adults create. If we don't fight this crazy left-wing ideology, our children's futures are at stake. You've canceled Cat in the Hat.
Thank you for...
I just want your other channel, Watch Wayne, and put a link back to this one. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Smoking Skin. I make it one of those. Back on block. Yes. Fucking, you guys funny as hell. Rebel News, guys. Rebel News. 12. Okay, what was this? Told hires former Huawei executive. What is going on here? That's crazy shit. That's crazy shit. Wayne, can I post a link? Absolutely, you can. Hold on. Let me just get this over here. Go here. Let me get into the chat. All right. Where are you, Brad? There you go. There you go. Yeah, RL, that was really nice of him. I really appreciate that. So the people that went over to Twitch and checked out the stream over on Twitch, do you guys find the picture clearer over on Twitch? I'm curious. Brad dropped the deuce. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button. Yes. All right, boom. Come on. Come on. There we go. What is this? Oh. It's an infrared fart. COVID spreader. That's crazy. You see, so at least you know that at least 2 feet behind you, that fart's coming out. So when you get right up close to someone that you love, or you're underneath those sheets, you know shit's gonna hit the fan real quick with that kind of stuff. Clown World, Tom McDonald. Did you guys see that that world or that song Tom McDonald? I'm gonna play it a little bit there so you guys can to see it. Check this out. It's rap, but the message is nice. So listen, try to listen to that. I gotta pause it every once in a while because if not, I'll get copyright.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended and everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense. We need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink. This is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. Can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I believe in 2 genders. I'm mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree. Nope. I don't hate all police. Nope. I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war.
He's so right when he's talking about that. And you know, the fact that he uses his platform to get what he's saying out, and he's been hitting all the news people. He's been getting out there with the interviews. He does it solely on his own. And you know, the fact that he's actually able to sit there and actually get his message out and say what he wants to say is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing that he gets his word out. And he's Canadian too, so I don't know what it is about it, but there's a lot of Canadians are actually stepping up and actually saying what's on their mind, and I like it. I like the fact that he speaks his mind. I'm not a big fan of rap music and stuff like that, but his message in his videos, really, really great. Message kind of gets lost as soon as you see him. It does. And well, the first time I seen his work, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like him. You know, another white guy trying to be a rapper, this and that. But his messages are really, really good. Yeah, his messages is all about everything we talk about. Everything we talk about. He's just not photogenic. Maybe not. His wife is definitely photogenic. She's a looker, and she got personality. But keep in mind, guys, he does not have anybody. He's just like what do you call that? He's completely independent. No manager, no record deal, no nothing. And this guy knocked everybody out of the top place on iTunes. And everywhere. He's literally just like destroyed the competition, destroyed Eminem, destroyed Cardi B, just knocks them right off the show every time he releases another thing. And his messages are like literally, like I said, they're all about everything we basically talk about. Yeah, if you close your eyes and you listen to the message. See, I still have a hard time because of the music. I'm not much of a rap guy, but the message that he gives he's so right. He's so right. What do we get? Yeah, so like I said, if you don't look at them and you get past it and you're actually listening to the words, he's pretty good. Play Fake Woke. Yeah, Fake Woke is another good one too. I want to see if I get copyright strike for what I just played so far, Brad. I know he wrote that thing, but I got copyright strike the last time that I played his stuff. I just want to see if I get it again. Canadians should not rap. He's actually not bad. He's not bad for what he does. He's not that bad. Listen to his white boy lyrics. Yeah. No, he's got good stuff. His messages are legitimate. I wonder if the Senate came to a... Alright. What are we going to do? It's always nice to have a backup platform in case there are ever YouTube issues. Twitch seems to be really clean and clear. I think it is. Actually, I forgot. I asked the question if the people that jumped over to Twitch, if you thought that it was clearer than YouTube and Facebook. But then I didn't read the chat. So if you guys did say something, I'm sorry. I find that the stream is so much clearer. But then again, YouTube keeps the videos pretty much forever, right? Where I think Twitch only keeps it for a couple months if you get like the platinum stuff. Rob Zombie, very intelligent. He has some movies he produced. Yeah, he produced Halloween as well. Rob Zombie was nice. Yeah, if I don't get a copyright strike on what I played so far, Brad, tonight, I'll play Fake Woke for tomorrow. I will. It's less editing for me, and if I only play a little bit. Oh man. John Jones says, listen to all of them. He kicks ass. Vila says, Twitch is definitely clear. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. I have no idea. No idea. So that's pretty much the videos that I had lined up for tonight. I saw him. He was a white zombie. Yeah. How are the stock markets looking right now? Are they down? What'd they close at? Yeah, they're just staying pretty much the same. DJ, okay. Gold is gold. Yeah, they're down. Yeah, they're down. Yeah, they closed though down. Where's my phone? Let's see. Stocks right here. They're coming up slow. Well, no, they're just in the plateau. They're in a plateau state. Apple came, like they all plunged. It's this. I'm telling you, this is where we're gonna have that up and down for the next little bit, and then people are gonna borrow money because they're gonna see that it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, and then they're gonna wait till it's down. Then they're gonna borrow a shitload of money, and then they're gonna buy, and then it's just not gonna go back up, and they're gonna go, wait a minute, but I just borrowed this money, and then it's just gonna be boom. And when they get enough people to do that, that's when the stock's gonna die. I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong. Yeah, you don't forget to notice if drop-off boxes are gone. Yeah, I'm gonna tomorrow whenever I go for my thing, my ride. I'm definitely gonna check that. Wolf, what did you say we were doing over on Twitch? How are we doing over there? Seymour says, "Bra, bye." Snow in 1990. Wow. Informer. 48. Oh, snap. Snap. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. I think that pretty much concludes our night. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? You guys going to join me tomorrow for my tea run? My run. Come on. Where is it? There it is. Canada also gave the world the hardcore rap artist D-Rack about Drake. D-Rack. It's because they had it in capitals. Yeah, Drake. Yeah, Drake was alright. Do you know I investigated him? I investigated Drake whenever he was in, because Toronto guy, right? He was in Toronto, and there was a girl that wrote songs and that, and she calls up my agency one day. I'll even tell you a story about that. She calls up my agency one day, and she says, "Is it coffee or tea?" I get both. I get both coffee and tea. So this girl calls me up, and she's like, I want you to investigate this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then she tells me it's Drake stealing her music. And I was like, okay, whatever. I almost was like going to hang up the phone, and I was like, nah. And then Emma was like, no, just go with it. Emma's telling me, just go with it. What do you got to do? We got nothing going on this week. Just do it. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. So I entertained this girl. She drives all the way from Toronto down to where I am, which is about 4 hours drive. And she's like going on, and she's like gives me all, you know, that Drake, that song there where he's handing out the money and stuff like that, and just giving shitloads of money. Well, there's the reason why he was doing that shit, okay, was because he was ordered to give her money in court. And then what happened was, apparently, what happened was is when they ordered him to give the money to court, to her in court, any money he made off of it, that's what it was. Any money that he made off of that video, he had to award to her. So what did he do? He gave it all away. He didn't make a penny because he gave it all away. He gave it all away. So therefore he did not make a penny off of that music. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I felt so bad for the woman though. Felt so bad for her. Too bad musicians who just put the music out there without strict copyright histories always sort things out, trace things back to the original genius artists who just put music out without strict copyright. Best song in the world, Simple Man, yeah. So anyways, that was the story. And I thought she was full of shit, and it turns out, no, she wasn't full of shit. Terrible Sexies, I feel like Wayne can see me when he's wearing his auntie's glasses. Have you seen this movie called when have you seen this movie yet called Movie I Care a Lot? You're nimbler? Okay, I'm not reading that one out. Nothing gets past you, my dear. Nothing gets past you. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much that's it. That's it for tonight. That's it for tonight. I think Lori's gone. I haven't seen her in a bit. But tomorrow morning, paying it forward. Not sure when I'm gonna get up. We're gonna pay it forward tomorrow. Watch it. I got a 360 video I'm gonna be posting on this channel tomorrow as well. And if you don't want to watch it anyways. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be on throughout pretty much the whole day on this channel anyways. So, all right, we're out of here. Thank you guys for a wonderful night. You guys rock. Thanks to everybody that came in tonight, everybody that showed the love, and everybody on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Fade to black again. Wolf, thank you very much for being over on Twitch. The marching, that's a fighting, the very end. Bless each and every one of you. Many men have tried, but if you want to get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. I love you guys. If you can't be good at it, and I'll see you tomorrow night.